I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
I'm not satisfied with losing. Never will be. As long as I'm here on this earth.
No team motivates us more than what we mean to each other. This is the biggest game of your year because it's the next one. It's all about us.
Crazy snow, the Eagles trying to go. We put the time together. We work for this. This is what matters the most. We didn't come this far for no reason. It's real simple. The job isn't done.
Everyone here is here for a fucking reason. All of you have talent. All of you have value to this organization. When we play our game, nobody can put us. I promise you. It ain't about them, it's about us. Each and every one of us together. Nobody can beat us, I promise you.
Got one more.
We got one more.
Give me everything you got. Everything you got.
It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, this is Brian Dawkins, and you're looking at Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
We'll do it live! Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. It is.
You can do it. You can do it. Put your back into it. You can do it. You can do it. Put your back into it.
Yeah, baby. I don't know, man. That was a good promo.
Yo, man.
That wasn't the official Eagles promo. That's a good promo. Little Stranger Things.
I gotta hear the official one.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It's
too.
good, dude.
Yeah.
Stranger Things. I don't.
That's the Stranger Things-esque promo. The music in the background. They did the whole thing. Yeah,
right,
but
yeah.
I
I don't
man.
watch Stranger Things since the first season.
Yeah, they used it for the new season.
It's a good show, man.
Man,
It's a good show.
man.
It could be better, but it's a good show.
Yeah.
So what's going on, everybody? What's going on? I guess everyone's fired up, ready for something happening in the town this week. I don't know
What's going on?
I don't know.
Oh wait, the Sixers are playing the Knicks.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, you know,
Polls are getting greased.
Polls are getting greased.
That's what your mom said.
Shit.
Apparently, Phil just checked in, and Phil said to say, "Hey, what's up, sexy?" to Eileen. So Eileen,
must be weird not having anybody come on you.
Yeah, because come on, Eileen. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody.
You couldn't wait for that. Couldn't wait.
Welcome to the show, everybody. For listening live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, we thank you very much. Of course, if you're downloading the show,
don't lean, stand up straight.
On Spotify and YouTube or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know. iTunes.
You know where we're at.
Yeah,
Satchel.
All your podcasts, Satchel, all those places. Tune in. Gary is virtual. I'm Sean.
Ryan.
What's up? It's Mike. And Corey.
Yes, sir.
Ryan's son has joined us tonight. Let's
podcast
Cherry Pop.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
He did one of my moms.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a Selby basement
there.
cherry pop.
yeah,
Wait,
it was
did the
only-
cherry pop at your mom's or the
only-
No,
podcast?
the
here?
podcast
the
popped
podcast
up my
at your
mom.
All right. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Either way, there was blood.
Might have been. Dave, everyone checking in. Dave Langle, Fly Eagles Fly. Phil, who else is Polsky? We got Jay Parr. We got a bunch of people checking in already. Everyone's fired up, man. This is a big week. Dave
it's
Peterson.
a good show to listen to, man.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a fun one.
And we're going to
Let's
give you
get two claps and a woo.
Woo! This is the first time you've listened to our show. We welcome you because you're in for a ride. We are unlike any other podcast out there. We can tell you that right now because we
If
get
you
after
want
it.
to ride the train. If you
It's
want to
Gary
ride.
saying that. But yeah, this is gonna be a great show. We're really looking forward to breaking down the game. And I don't know. I think we're all pretty amped up right now. So
Joe Rufino has a question.
Was that?
Joe Rufino has a question.
What's the question? I can't see it.
Says, did you know that Travis and Jason are brothers?
Yes, yes.
No, I
Oh wait. Are they?
Oh wait,
I didn't know that.
they're brothers.
Oh, the Kelsey.
Joe, I got him.
Oh, so the Kelseys are related?
I didn't see that.
Yes.
I hadn't heard that.
No, I haven't heard that.
No, I hadn't heard that.
If that's not a Joe comment, I don't know what is.
They're like the most popular brothers.
It's
too.
no,
And
it's the
that-
truth. Like it's
So it's the same. It's the same jit, but separate. The same jit, but separate.
It's
It's the same, but different.
yeah. I gotta tell you, man. It's crazy. It's been all week of the mom and the Kelsey family. and
It's been kind of cool.
it's a cool
It's-
story.
It's a little
It was cool the
oversaturated,
first night.
but
But
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's like just show up with.
Well, their
what
dad was on WIP today, and I'll tell you what, he sounds just like Jason.
yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know, it's I don't want to call it cheesy, but it's one of them storylines that the media gets into for the Super Bowl. Like it's
Leans into it.
Phil said this is the only podcast where the host has a restraining order out against themselves.
Well,
Patrick and Jalen are brothers too.
Yeah.
Just from other mothers.
Yeah. You know.
You know,
All right, that's a slippery slope.
I don't like you jerk off.
he's a slippery fuck. That one.
Watch out for him. He's a slippery fuck.
Oh man, I gotta tell you, before we get into the game stuff, I think we should go around the horn here and talk about how we're all feeling and how this week went for you, because it's Monday, went into work. And yes, we do, believe it or not, as big as our show is and as famous as we all are,
Number 4 in the city, baby. Let's not forget that.
We don't do this for a living.
yeah,
It's just
believe
a hobby.
believe it or not, it's
This
just
is-
a hobby.
yeah, it's not our day job.
No, so on Monday morning, I walked in and went, fuck, this is gonna be a long week. This is gonna be a long week.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I knew, like, anticipation, and it was a long week. But I think I'm gonna echo Ryan here for a second, but yeah, Debbie just said slowest week ever. Wednesday was when it kicked into high gear for me. I actually met up with the guys 97.5, the Fanatic, on Monday. They were at Rally House, not far from me, and met up with those guys. It was cool. They're really nice guys.
That
Really.
probably made it longer though, man. Like,
Oh yeah, because they're
you're
all
for
pumped
first
up.
thing Monday morning, you're getting pumped, and then you gotta go to work.
Look, regardless if you like the show or not, I don't really care about that. I listen to them. I prefer that over the other station, just because of I know they're being genuine. But that's just me. I know not everybody feels that way. Super nice guys, man. So I just want to give them a shout out. And
Absolutely, it's not just then; it's Philly radio as a whole. Like, it's
yeah,
just where it's at right now.
yeah. But really nice guys. I had a good time with them, and so it started there. Yeah, absolutely. Because they're talking about the game and where it's going to go and how they think it's going to happen. How they think it's going to roll and all, and just kind of get me going. But then Wednesday, I think, just for whatever reason, man, it was like, oh my God, we're like 4 days away, and now we're less than we're about 48 hours away right now.
Yeah, we're under 46, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video what Emmett Smith said about Jalen Hurts?
I did.
I
I heard about it.
No, I don't listen to
I heard
anything
about
that fucking cocky eater.
Oh, dude, it was great.
That's fine, but like I just can't. I don't like him as a person. But yeah, go ahead.
But I mean, it was, he said, Jalen Hurts is proven. He's got a fantastic chance to win. And somebody said, well, you as a former Cowboy, what do you think Dallas Cowboys fans are going to say to you? He said, you could tell them to shut up.
He said they can't say nothing.
Right. They got nothing to say.
Wow. I gotta say,
You gotta give him credit for that.
I gotta say, yo, Emmett. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you gotta give him.
Yeah.
That's pretty
He's
cool.
being
All
real.
right.
Yeah, but I
Being
think
real.
you know what it was.
I retract what I said 2 minutes ago.
No, I mean they were talking about this on the radio today, and basically they're saying that Emmett's so frustrated with the Cowboys and the lack of success that he's aggravated, that he's almost like not rooting for the team, but just kind of throwing it in the Cowboys' face. Like, look at what you've done to this organization. You're riding our coattails for this long as America's team, and look at the other teams in this division. Look at this team that's just making you their bitch.
Phil just said, drink up, first retraction of a night. No problem, Phil.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, by the way, I gotta say, it's like the Spider-Man meme when he's pointing at himself.
Yeah, like what happened here? Like what the
So Mike's wearing a Reggie White jersey, and I'm wearing a Reggie White jersey.
And I gotta say that Sean did a promo video for the show. I like two. I don't know. Earlier today. And he had and Mike lost it. And you see the Reggie jersey. And Mike chose to keep wearing the Reggie jersey. It's a little weird, Mike. It's a little weird.
I already had it on. I ain't changing.
All right, how many other Eagles jerseys you got?
I got a couple. I'm saving the Dawkins for.
Well, no,
Sunday.
you absolutely. You don't wear the Dawkins ones tonight, but
See, the other ones that I had, I threw away the Wentz jersey because fuck that.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna wear the McCoy jersey.
Why not? McCoy's all right.
McCoy also played for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
he did play for the Chiefs. Okay, good call.
Well, he was signed by the Chiefs.
Yeah, he never really played. And then he said Andy Reid's not a good coach.
He did. And he got a ring. He played a couple downs.
I
thought he played with the Chiefs.
didn't think he got the ring.
Oh.
He was with the Bucks
You
when the
might be
Bucks
right.
beat the Chiefs.
When the Bucks beat the Chiefs. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, was that the case?
Yeah.
Oh, well, either way.
Back to the Popsy Twins jersey.
The Popsy Twins.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, listen, Uncle Gar. Graybeard.
I'm sorry.
That's your historic.
Beard. Walk the bloody plank and meet your destiny.
Look-alike.
Yeah, that's your new
Historic look-alike.
Yeah, your historic lookalike. That's your name. Like if you were in like medieval times, you'd be known as Old Graybeard.
Goes to
you see. Walk the bloody plank and meet your destiny.
So I
Yeah, I know.
me personally, I'd have made a decision to put a different jersey on.
All right. That's cool.
Just saying.
Now,
Yeah,
do you want to tell them our backstories of how many times we've?
It's been a decade since it happened.
I'm
But it
sure
happened. It
I'm
happened
sure it's
once
back.
every
I don't know
4
about a story, but it's
Well,
back.
where you wear the same jersey?
Something,
Yeah.
No, same shirt or same jersey. Like it, because how many concerts did we go
Shirt
to?
is bad.
Yeah, because we've gone to
Shirt is
concerts together, right? We bought the same shirt because they were hanging, $5 a shirt, whatever.
Right.
We buy, who's not buying the $5 shirt in the parking lot? There's been times like we walked out. Now I'd walk out of my house. Oh fuck! We look at each other. I go in and change. Right? It's happened. There's been times like we both had a Peyton Manning jersey, right? I'm trying to think what else we had. There was another jersey we both had. Or something else. But yeah, there's been
that girl in Sheffield Street.
No, this is before that. This is before that, man. This is
That's before the girl in Sheffield Street.
Yeah.
A little strange.
Yeah, well,
It's a little strange.
Dave said he maxed out his green card at the cannabis store today, so
Yeah,
he's ready.
Go Birds, Dave.
He's ready for the game. All right, so
the next 6 weeks he ain't gonna have none left.
so how are you feeling, Rye? How are you feeling this week about the game?
I was pretty much the same. Woke up Monday. On another
Woke up.
Got out of bed, dragged the comb across my head. Made the
Found my
bus.
way downstairs and had a cup. And looking up, I noticed I was late.
We're so off.
So I'm on Mondays. I always feel like shit.
Found my
like,
coat
you know.
and grabbed my hat. Made
So
the
it was one-
bus in seconds flat.
So it was the typical Monday shitty feeling. Fuck you guys. You especially in the fucking computer. But,
Yo, can I get some snacks?
typical Monday bullshit. And then it's like, oh man, I got all week of this. And then basically like you said, you wake up Wednesday, and it's kind of like, damn,
Yeah, this is happening.
Eagles are going to play in the Super Bowl in a couple days, man, and it just built. And then the whole time, all week, I work with a guy who's rooting for the Chiefs because his son's a Chiefs fan. All week, been busting my balls. Exactly, all week.
Oh, you got to have a chip bag once in a while.
And I'm letting them have it, letting them do it. But I will tell you, this goes the way we all think it's going to go. I'm going to be fucking like insufferable next week with that. I'm going to put a fucking Eagles flag on his car.
We as a fan base, now, if we're not insufferable enough, if they win, we are going to be the most insufferable fan base
Everybody's going to
of
hate
all
us.
time.
Like the ones that don't hate us already are
They
going
will.
Yeah,
Be-
we're going to be
and you
so
know what?
obnoxious.
And you know what?
Brian,
They
leave a
deserve-
snail trail of semen on his windshield. That's spelling the Eagles.
That's going to be like 6 weeks of build-up. for
Yeah,
him.
I can't. I'm an older guy, man. I can't do that shit.
You just let it drip down. As it drips, you
But
squeeze.
save it in a jar so I can spell it
No,
out.
no, you don't got to put it in a jar. As it's dripping, you just write.
I can't. I was going to say something. I can't. But man, we have to be. We have to be. With the 49ers, I've never experienced anything.
We said the same thing about Minnesota 5 years ago.
This is worse.
No, this is
This is different. This is different.
The GM, the coach, the
Yeah,
players, and
like-
the fans are all whining about how much we would have won if we were held.
They're still whining.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like McCaffrey. Who do you think's going to win? I hope both of them lose. Like, dude, like it's insane. I've never seen a more sour fan base, a more sour team in my
That's
life.
bad leadership.
which
That's
is-
a good team over there. That's bad leadership.
Which
man.
is weird. Which is weird because like they lost other NFC championship games. Were they not like this? I mean, I don't know.
Well, so I didn't realize. So, Chris from Drunk Phil's fans chimed in with me over the week, and he said we call them the San Francisco 49ers for a reason because he's a Seattle Seahawks fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a Seahawks fan, same division, right? He's like, they call them whiners for a reason. I never heard that before this
Me
week.
neither.
I
Me
never
neither.
knew that. He's like, because they're the biggest crybaby fan base, but I guess people don't really realize it because they're a smaller, San Fran's a smaller town and they're out
It's
there. on
like
the West
everything
Coast.
from it's like everything from San Fran.
Yo, you
Rah.
better watch your tongue. Watch
Everything
your
from San Fran.
tongue. Watch
Rah.
your tongue.
Rah.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Rah.
No, there's four in particular guys from San Fran that
Better watch your tongue.
yeah, they're more Giants fans than they are Niners fans. So
Watch your tongue before it's cut from your head.
yeah, and I work with a Niners fan, and I ain't gonna lie, I went to him today, and I said, it'll feel better after Sunday knowing that you lost to the eventual Super Bowl champs.
Who's a Niners fan?
Sam.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I gotta say,
Is it- well,
you're right,
thank you very much.
I gotta say, he giggled and he said, "Good luck." So
Yeah, all right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
So
don't
he's
need
not the
Pampers, they
typical-
need tampons.
But yeah, and like Brandon Ayuk, every dollar I have, I put on the
Yeah.
on the
He
Chiefs.
said if I was to bet,
Yeah,
I would bet everything as the Chiefs. So if someone called him out, goes, "So you're saying you're not betting?" And he didn't say nothing.
right.
It's like
Yeah.
you're not. Yeah.
Yeah,
Put
you're
your money
not
where
loud.
your mouth is, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
he's not
I-
loud.
Spoken as a true guy that don't have a talent to be a number
If
one.
you're in the NFL play, if you're an NFL player, you can't bet on the
Right.
NFL.
You get
Are
my
you-
say so that I'll beat your goddamn ass.
no,
you
you
son
can
of a
you can
bitch.
murder somebody
Piece of
and,
shit.
and you know beat a chick up and
Yeah.
only get suspended for half a season. But if you have gamble, you're getting suspended for a whole season.
Yeah, Ayuk sounds
enough-
like something. Sounds
enough
like
of the-
something you call an ingrown hair underneath
Although
your
I'll tell you
nuts.
what, when I was
Ayuk.
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 at the
I got an
game,
Ayuk between my legs.
What's
you
the matter,
doing?
Doc? Oh, you got Ayuk.
backed it up.
Well,
at the
can you
game,
put a
I got
needle in
couple
it? Can you
San Fran fans.
can you put a
Yeah.
needle in it and drain
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I mean the majority of them
Yeah, I mean
probably
it's
are.
probably the same situation as like with Philly fans. You get a
No,
handful
see, but
of
there's
them
a
that whine.
difference. There's a difference, though. Niners fans came in here the week leading up to that game and provoked it.
No, I'm saying that it's
They did.
it's what I said is that it's probably like the Eagles fans where there's a couple that a bad fans have provoked it. The large majority are all right, but the ones that provoke it.
Did you
give
say the
rest of
large majority?
Yes.
Lord.
Just say that.
Lord.
But the,
See, I got to
large
debate that
majority.
a little bit, though, Mike, because Philly fans do have a reputation in that, but like the Philly fans don't do that kind of shit. The Philly fans, yes, they threw snowballs at Santa Claus 40 fucking years ago.
But everybody in the NFL knows that's the way the Philadelphia fans
What's
are.
up,
So don't come here
Goosebumps?
and stir the pot.
Right. But what I'm saying is, you know, you don't see fans getting beat up outside our stadiums.
Killed.
Right, killed.
right.
That's happened in LA. That's happened in San Francisco.
Yeah.
We're not throwing dildos.
Right. We're not fighting people in the stands.
All right, but
We're hazing them and shit.
you're missing my point.
Well, you
Well,
said
Sean-
there's
Sean
a
didn't with
few
that
that
Magic
provoke it, and
jersey.
there's a bad bunch.
No, I was talking about like my point was is that there's been a couple instances where there's a couple fans in Philadelphia that give Philadelphia a bad name. But I feel the same way about San Fran, where there's probably the large majority of San Fran fans are cool, but then you get enough of the jerk offs that whine enough that you hear enough from
Yeah.
that make the rest of the fan base
Well,
sound much worse. Than
but
the
but
fan-
that's
the
where
fan-
I'm
the
at.
fan
Like
base
it's
is
the-
one thing. It's John Lynch. It's the players. It's all those. Dave Peterson said he just saw a video this week where an Eagles fan stood quiet while a 49ers fan ran his mouth. When he was done, the Eagles fan just pointed in the 49ers fan's face and just laughed. You know, like most
How
people
about,
aren't.
how about the little kid? Not you, dickhead.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that was great.
But you know what? Fuck this. Enough of this.
Yeah.
Enough. We're done. We're done with the 49ers. We're talking about the teams that are actually in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
All right. So Wednesday, you were feeling
Yeah.
good.
So Wednesday it really started kicking in. I started getting amped. I'm feeling it at work. I'm starting to go back a little bit with this Chiefs fan. I kind of got an answer for everything he's coming at me.
Yeah.
But I'm cool about it. You know what I mean? You go ahead. You go ahead, man. And then it was Wednesday night when I seen that hype video that we opened the show with, and
Yeah.
I like ready to run through a wall. Like I'm not sleeping right. Every waking moment, like through the night, I'm thinking, oh my God, we're in the Super Bowl. We're gonna, oh my God, like it's
Looks like Harden's injured.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Harden took a nasty fall. Something.
Oh, he smacked the back of his head a little bit.
the All-Star break's coming. He's gonna take 2 weeks off. So
He'll be all right.
You said that like 2 days ago.
He'll be all right.
I did last week. I think I said the same thing
Yeah.
when he twisted an ankle or something.
Yeah,
he
he's
hurt his arm. Yeah.
Yeah, he stepped on someone else's foot. He's fine.
So but yeah, like let's go, man. Let's go. I don't know if I feel much differently than I did last week. I'm sure we'll get into that, but yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
Oh wow! So Ward, the linebacker, Bucci just said the 49ers, right? The linebacker Ward
Yeah.
went
He's
on
drunk.
Twitter and basically was threatening Smith and Brown the next time they play them.
Well, we play them next year.
Yeah, next year. So yeah, maybe by then we'll have another banner hanging up.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll hang the banner.
We're better revenge. than we
Maybe
have
our
now.
home opener is against the Niners, and we hang the banner that night.
That'd be amazing. wouldn't
That'd
it?
be awesome.
Yeah.
The NFL might do that too.
So what about you, dude?
Monday work's kicking my ass. Really busy, a lot of shit going on. We're all stressed.
A lot of guys in and out. It's like a turnstile in your house, isn't it?
Moving on. So So that goes on till Wednesday.
Erroneous.
And Thursday, I got a tough meeting. Last meeting with a group that I'm moving off of an account on. And I get done that.
I'm sorry. I actually have audio from one of the busy days from Mike's house.
Yeah, so anyway, Thursday, have the meeting, and things finally start to like slow down just enough for me to kind of start thinking about it. And I'm working on something where I can actually listen to the radio. So I pop on the sports radio, and that's when I start to feel it. So Thursday afternoon, and then today, I'm working on the same thing, and I pop the radio on. I'm starting to like get goosebumps.
Yeah,
and I'm starting to kind of get like the jitters and stuff as I'm listening to it, and I'm starting to get hype. And then I'm thinking about the show tonight, and I'm like, I'm like itching to go. So that's where I'm at now. So now I'm like, now I just needed to get here.
Yeah,
and now I'm just gonna be fucking pacing and fucking stewing.
Yeah, like I
until
made
it
sure,
get,
like tomorrow, I made sure I got a bunch of shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
and I made sure of it. I put shit off during the week to make sure I had shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
because I know how I'm going to be tomorrow. I can't wait until Saturday's over. Like already, I can't wait.
Isn't that crazy? You're almost wishing your weekend away.
Right.
I know. I'm the
right.
same way,
Like
dude.
I can't wait until it's over.
Yeah, like you just wish that it's tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes.
So what about you, Corey? Where were you at this week?
Well, at the start, I was kind of surprised that they were win because I'm gonna be honest, I thought the 49ers were gonna win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Gotta talk into the mic.
I failed.
yeah.
I failed as I failed as a father.
But yeah, and then I was like, all right, cool. The Eagles are in there. I mean, I knew they were gonna win because like I just had that feeling, Like I feel like I don't even think they're gonna have a problem with the Chiefs.
Oh, all right.
Damn.
You think it's gonna be a blowout, huh?
Yeah, like I feel like it's just gonna be like all the other games, like how it's just like 27 to like 7.
Wow, you think that they're gonna hold Mahomes and the Chiefs to 7 points?
Yeah.
Yeah,
damn.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
We're doing predictions.
No, not predictions, but I was going to ask you, Garrett, your thoughts during the week, and the guys, everyone listening too. Like, check in. Like, how are you feeling? How are you guys feeling going in? Now, I'm not giving you not predictions yet. But like your overall feeling as your week progressed.
Well, I had a lot of stuff going on. Some personal shit. So I ain't had the time to think about it.
Where did that sex change go, Garrett?
Yeah, is it healed properly? Can we say it?
You want to say it?
Yeah, we want to see it.
Yeah,
you don't want to. No, you don't. No, you can't. No. Nah, you
All right,
guys.
We'll let you get used to it first.
My nephew's not ready for that. He's too young. He don't know nothing about a push and talk.
Oh my God.
They were down 12 like 2 minutes ago.
So Monday and Tuesday were off. Wednesday I'm starting to feel a little bit, and then Thursday I'm like, this I can't believe this has happened again. Like the second one in 5 years, and then here we are again. And today, my brother stopped by. I seen him, and like I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh man.
All right, so why don't we get into the matchups? The matchup itself. Eagles. Debbie said, I just wanted to be here. I'm tired of waiting any longer because I'm not working.
Yeah, that probably made the week even longer for her, man.
Yeah.
Brian Jones said, we just want to see it, whip it out.
You ain't ready either, brother. You're too young too.
But yeah, all right.
He said, I'm a man.
I'm
40 years old.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Hey, I'll say this. It must be the titties.
So, let's
what
go
we
to the
got
matchup
here?
itself, right?
Yeah.
There's so many storylines. Joe brought up earlier the brothers that we didn't know about. No, we're just kidding. Travis and Jason, obviously that storyline. Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. The
Yes.
two. Sorry guys, I had to switch to YouTube. Facebook was being bad. Oh man, sorry
That
to hear
sucks.
that. Yeah, I hope not. I hope that's not a problem.
What about
Anyway,
the number one passing offense against the number one passing defense?
Yeah.
Dave Peterson said, "My brother calls me twice a week, and this week he has called me every day. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
man.
But no, I mean, yeah, you got into it a little bit. I mean,
Facebook
you
Live's
mentioned
being
it.
choppy. Phil said,
All right, go to YouTube.
Man.
Yeah, go to
man.
YouTube. If you're having problems on Facebook, go to YouTube.
But yeah, the Hurts and Mahomes, first time that two black quarterbacks are meeting in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
all right. I got to say this. I'm sorry, and I'm not going to get too deep into this. I just want to mention this on our show because we have that platform. Anyone that has to have the fact has to announce the fact that I don't know. I know what you said. What you said was right.
I wish it didn't matter.
I hate this. I hate the fact that this mattered. But
that's the world we live in now.
And the fact
Especially what happened with in Tennessee.
but it's a historical event. The fact
Yes.
that it's the first time that two black starting quarterbacks are facing off against each other. And look, we're all white on this panel, and you know, it's one thing to say, right? It's another thing to say, this is pretty fucking cool. Like, because
It's
for
historical.
the longest time, it was, well, only one black quarterback's ever won a Super
The
Bowl.
black quarterback, and especially not only that, the black athletic quarterback can't win the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
And now you have
Now
two.
one of them's going to do it.
Yeah.
Mahomes already did.
Yeah, he
Mahomes
never
already
won.
did.
Yeah.
Wilson did.
You're right. Well,
Yeah,
Russell
Wilson
Wilson
won.
did it. Yeah.
But
You know what's great?
now you have two
Like
black
sitting
athletic quarterbacks.
sitting there in my seat. Corey, remember this when you're telling your kids. I watched the Eagles win the Super Bowl not once but twice. Remember that. Remember this, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Joe Bucci said they're going to sell Eagles assless chaps at every Exxon gas station. And Phil said soapbox Sean. Yeah, it's the people that said, you know, fuck this racist post, because I put up the post saying, like, how's it a racist post? I'm saying it's a cool thing that there's two black quarterbacks facing, and I'm like, wow, you know what that says? A lot more about you than it does about this.
Anybody had a problem with the post like that? That speaks to their character.
So I put up a parody post.
Yeah, I seen it.
You saw it?
Yes.
So the flyover, all females. So I said, all I see is planes, because they kept saying, all I see is two quarterbacks.
Right.
First of all, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're full of shit. You don't. And second, do you see female pilots, or you just see planes? Now, granted, the planes might be going in the wrong direction. It might go real slow and, like, you know, all that.
Ride the brake. But yeah, it is a historic thing. You would think in this day and age,
Stop tailgating me! Giving the finger out of the fucking cockpit.
You would think in this day and age that it shouldn't matter.
Got Bruno Mars on the radio.
Moves like Jack. Oh wait, no, that's
they're jamming.
that's
They're
Maroon
flying
five.
over.
That's Maroon 5, you chip bag.
yeah, whatever.
Seems.
Yeah, that's
I
all the
dropped a
same.
grenade for you.
It's all the same. You know what I mean?
Look at Gary. He knows it.
all I know,
no,
right?
this is Bruno Mars.
That's right, brother. Don't you forget it.
Bill said, "Wow, the 1950s called." Nah, we're just kidding. I'm making a joke on top of the other thing I just said. So.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter at this day and age.
But it does.
The fact of the matter, it does. It's a historic thing.
Yeah.
It should be talked about. Now let's move on.
Yeah,
Like,
over. Done.
you're
I
right.
just wanted to mention that. So, but anyway, so the matchup itself. All right, here we go. So we got the coaches. You know, we talked about the brother sibling thing. It's cool, awesome, great.
Go down the line. Go
What
down-
about the black quarterbacks?
But let's go down the line. Like where do you favor? The head coach.
Andy Reid. Andy
You
Reid.
got to favor the Chiefs there.
Uh,
You got to. Come on,
Yes.
dude. Come on.
Sean, it's not even a question.
No, Sirianni.
I get the clock
I
management, I
like-
get this and that, but
I
he's been doing it
like-
for 20 some years. He's really creative.
Right. Andy
He's
Reid-
the, he's
Andy
the
Reid-
only coach in NFL history to win 10 postseason games with 2 different teams.
He's
Andy
the best
Reid-
NFL coach in the past 10 years.
No, Bill Belichick still is.
No,
Bill
he's not.
Belichick-
No,
Bill
he's
Belichick's
not.
got multiple rings the past 10 years.
Did
No.
Phil just say that they're going to lose?
Yeah, Phil saying the Chiefs are going to win by 2 late field goals.
All right, cut him off and block
By
him.
2? Oh, by 2 on a late field goal.
Oh, by 2 late field goal. Okay, all right.
I don't know if that's like.
He's
Is Phil?
you think
Phil is
Reid-
he as big of an Eagles fan as?
Yeah,
as
he's an
a
Eagles
Flyers?
fan. Yeah,
Okay.
he's an Eagles fan. He said, Reid
Oh,
Field-
he's still feeling that when Sean had him spin his head on a bat.
Man, that was years ago.
Yeah. Phil's probably like, God damn it, he's right. No, Phil said Reed steals another Super Bowl. We'll get their predictions. I know I saw someone posted
that's
prediction
interesting.
earlier. I didn't get to it because we're saving it. But
So good again.
yeah, I hear you.
Like I'm all built up with
I don't
emotion because
care- I don't
there's
care
so
about-
much I want to get out.
I don't care about the past. I don't care about the last 24 years of Andy Reid being a hick. Now I know it's stupid because
He's a Hall of Fame
He's got
coach.
experience. He's a Hall of Fame coach.
All right, but look at this guy. Like, you're starting a franchise. You have a chance to hire Andy Reid or Nick Sirianni. Who are you hiring?
Well,
Andy
I mean,
Reid.
if you're hiring him for 1 year, Andy Reid.
Yeah. If I'm going for the future, I'm thinking about the future. I'm
Wait a
going.
minute.
The future
Whoa,
1
whoa,
year,
whoa, whoa.
whatnot. I'm hiring Andy Reid.
Yeah, and you're probably,
Andy
you're
Reid's
probably
com-
right. You're probably
Andy Reid's been doing it for 24
I
years.
know we're being a little.
He's competed for the Super Bowl, probably 20 of them.
How many more years do you think he has in him?
He seems like one of the,
It depends on which son does what.
good point. He honestly seems like one of them guys that's going to coach until he dies.
Phil, but I hate
A
to say
trap
this.
game.
It's not a trap game if you don't have a game after this, Phil.
Well, I mean,
How's it
not
a
just like
trap?
there's no. Well, I mean, all right,
What are
I
they
get.
being trapped into?
All right, I get.
Yeah,
where
like
he's
what's
coming
what
from.
what
I'm not disagreeing with. I'm not arguing with Phil saying that the Eagles might lose this game. It's not a trap game.
Well, I think maybe what he's saying.
what's
is-
it, a raccoon?
I think that he might be saying that it's a game where the Eagles are smelling themselves because everybody seems to be predicting them. Like I just don't.
I don't
see
see it either.
I
don't see it.
like mentally, I just think this team is strong mentally. They're not. I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. They're ready to play. They're focused.
Hurts as the leader has such a calm and
Mhm.
constant. I think that he's
Even during
yeah.
this nonsense this week, you know the
I mean, you finally seen him smile, but like,
yeah. What did you know why he smiled? Because Darius Slay was talking over the loudspeaker.
oh yeah.
And he looked up. He's like, "What the hell is he saying?" Because they were playing once in a while. They would go PA monitor on the interview because you can hear like, Michael Irvin. By the way, we gotta get to that in a second. Michael Irvin was asking a question, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Why can't I hear him over the PA?" Because you can hear it echoing because they were playing him over the PA and over the loudspeaker. Because for the fans that were there, they can see cuts of who was being interviewed, and they were flashing to those guys. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, Michael Irvin, he's he might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah. So did you hear Hurt? I'm sure he's all heard. Hurts bought them all. That the whole team Beats headphones.
Yeah.
And he had one of his sayings
Mhm.
on all of them.
Yep.
Did you hear what most of the players said? What his favorite saying is?
No, I didn't hear that.
Most of the players, the majority of them said their favorite one by him is he was asked, "What's your favorite play of the season?" And he said, "The season's not over."
Season's not over. That's
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
So
There's still work to do.
yeah. I think my favorite thing that he said, and I think he, the rents do.
Mhm.
The rent's
And
got to be paid every day.
I'm gonna go with. When they win Sunday, the rent's paid, man. Let's fucking go. Let's do this. Let's go.
By the way, we do
Yeah,
have
man.
I have a meme all ready to
Yes,
go
yes.
if they win, and that's just gonna be a T-shirt. Are you kidding me? That'd be
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right,
I honestly do think the Eagles win, but this is a tough task.
No,
Well,
but
all right, so
let's
go down-
continue
let's
with the
go down.
matchups.
All right, so I'll give Reed the edge.
All right, so most of us are going Reed. So go
Quarterback-
offensive line.
Quarterback, we're going Mahomes.
Yes.
Is Mahomes 100%?
Hurts isn't either though.
We're going. I would go Mahomes.
All right.
I'd say
Yeah,
Mahomes.
Mahomes is the MVP.
Yeah.
I
Mahomes.
mean, he's the MVP, bro.
He's the best quarterback in football.
It's not
Mahomes.
moderate.
right now.
Right.
It's not a huge swing, but he's got the edge.
Yeah.
He's been here before.
Yeah.
He's
He's changed his game. He's learned how to win in different ways. Right.
right.
Okay.
Mahomes is head to head. Mahomes is above Hurts.
Yeah.
Hurts is
All
in
right.
his second year.
Right.
All right.
Defensive lines.
No, I mean
Let's
let's
go-
stick
let's
with
go
offense.
offense.
Offensive
Okay.
line.
All right.
Off-
Offensive line is the Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles all day.
Yeah.
All
That's
day.
close.
This is the best offensive line I've ever seen.
I think I agree.
I mean, we've seen some good ones.
You know, it's interesting.
Dallas has had
We've
some really good ones.
the Eagles have had a good offensive line for like 25 years.
Yeah.
They've
They've
turned
had a good
three-
offensive line since Jeffrey Lurie owned the team
Right.
because he believed building from the trenches.
Right. And that's a great approach. And they've churned over 3 now.
Yeah.
3 different sets at least.
I mean, it started when Ray Rhodes was here. They had a good offensive line. They were able to run the ball with Ricky Waters.
Right.
Then it was Andy Reid. Andy Reid built that if he could do anything, it was quarterbacks, defensive line, and offensive line.
Right.
It continued with Chip Kelly.
It did.
Like
Yeah.
their offensive line with Chip Kelly was setting fucking records.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson, they won the Super Bowl with Doug Peterson. Jason Peters at the time, probably still one of the best left tackles ever to play the game, went down. The depth that they had, and they were able to win the Super Bowl and sustain it. And then now, like they just always, and you hear like other teams that like the Bears, well, maybe not the Bears, but the Cowboys, who that, so you hear, but the Eagles have created a culture on how to build an offensive line.
And then and every damn year,
Thanks to Andy Reid.
Absolutely.
Every
Absolutely.
year, like the last 3 years, a second round pick.
Right.
Another offensive lineman.
Right.
So I mean, it's they got their offensive line filled, but they know that they're going to be losing.
I
so
got it.
they-
I got a
every
question.
year they're churning over an offensive line.
Speaking of second round pick, if Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl,
greatest second round pick ever.
It's the greatest draft pick ever. Draft pick ever
By the Eagles?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the greatest draft pick ever. Maybe
because Dawkins is a Hall of Famer, right?
Right.
Like you have Hall of Famers. All right, maybe that's
Darryl
He-
Green.
he's not he's not
Well,
he's
Dawkins
not
was a
he's not Kelsey either.
no,
And
but
Kelsey was drafted even later.
yeah, so that's unfair. Yeah, you can't say that though.
Maybe probably the greatest second round pick ever. No.
Was it?
No, you can't.
It's hard. It's hard. It's his second year.
Yeah. All right, moving on from that.
All right,
Maybe
move
the
on.
greatest.
Move on from my stupid ass.
Maybe
question.
the greatest late round
His third
quarterback.
year.
Right? No, because it's not a late round.
It's the second full year starting though.
All right, so moving on.
Right.
All right,
so
here's
offensive
what I
line-
think about that
so-
question. Why is it fucking?
Should be the horse.
Nah, this fucking thing ain't working.
So
So we're going offensive line.
the offensive line
stop.
started with Runyon and Thomas, moved on to Peters, and Lane
Here.
Johnson. Now it's Mulata and Lane Johnson because Lane Johnson's kind of
Yeah.
one of the few that's like
Oh, damn, that sounded wet.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Ah.
Jamal Jackson, had
Ah.
Troy, Kelsey,
Trey Thomas, John Runyon.
yeah, Thomas
Like,
Runyon,
um,
Mayberry was in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
for a tackle. Even say Malu, all these guys.
Danny Watkins.
See,
Barrett Brooks,
why you gotta
Barrett-
why you gotta ruin this? We're
Barrett
good
Brooks.
thing going here, and then you gotta bring up.
Oh
Danny-
man, he was a firefighter. Come on.
Why you gotta bring a
Stacy and
fireman
Sean
into this?
Andrews.
Stacy and Sean
Yeah,
Andrews.
Sean Andrews is another one that was good
Yeah,
for
they
like
were
2
great.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mentally fucked pricks.
Oh wait, no, who was the tackle that we just had that we finally got rid of this year? Last year that was good for a while.
Wisniewski.
Anxiety problem.
Oh,
Wisniewski?
no,
not
Hal Puivate.
No, the anxiety dude that was good, really good. One of the best.
Oh,
guards.
Brandon Brooks.
No, he's still here.
Yeah, he retired.
No,
No,
he
he
retired.
retired.
He retired.
Was it Brandon Brooks?
Yeah,
Yes.
Brandon Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was good. He was.
Yeah,
good.
he was really
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just mentally fucked.
All right.
So we're going to Eagles offensive
oh, yeah.
line.
tight,
Running back.
tight end,
Yeah.
tight end, no
Right,
question. You're right.
Moderate.
Right.
Kansas City, moderate. Yeah.
But that's not to say the Eagles don't have a good one. The Eagles got a
just
really good
Kelce
one, but
is
Kelsey
the
might
best.
be the best one ever.
right.
He might be the best.
He might be. He's him and
Running back is interesting.
it's funny though. You say Travis Kelce might be the best tight end ever, and the first name that popped in my head to compete with him is Tony Gonzalez, another Chief.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You didn't
Yep.
go Gronk?
No, no.
Nah, we go.
Gronk was awesome. Tony Gonzalez was better.
Yeah, I would go Tony Gonzalez. Yeah. Who was the one? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Running backs.
Eagles.
You got Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Kenny Gainwell going against Pacheco.
Pikachu. I call him Pikachu.
Yeah, running backs.
CHE's back and McKinnon.
No,
I go Eagles here because the Chiefs line, they're just the worst in the league against the run.
Well, I mean, even
Yeah, but
so,
we're just going matchup, running back to running back.
Yeah.
Eagles are better.
You know what I mean, bro?
Eagles are better.
I'm
Yeah, I
taking Sanders
agree.
over any one of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm doing it too. Yeah, I'm going Eagles as well. Wide receivers.
Eagles.
Eagles are the only team, right, with the 2,000-yard receivers this year. Is that
Yep.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Dolphins.
Dolphins. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
But and then Quez, who's been quiet.
But
Quez Watkins has been quiet in the
He's been very
playoffs.
quiet, but he's still a threat. You
I'd
got to
still-
account for
Dude,
him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he sneaks in a touchdown.
Let me
he, might
remind
be
you.
that, he might be that obscure guy that fucks around and winds up winning the
I
MVP.
might put $5 on him. And
Let me remind you of this stat as far as running backs.
30-1.
Like when Miles Sanders, if he rushes for a touchdown, just one touchdown, the Eagles are 9-0 in the season.
I might have to put $20 aside and do like 5 on Devontae, 5 on
Quez,
5 on
He's been quiet.
Reed Blankenship.
Miles
plus
Sanders.
2,800.
He's plus
Yeah, like-
2,800.
Yeah, we're gonna go through odds tonight too.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Blankenship.
He's plus 2,800.
Is that the kicker for?
No,
No,
Reed
he's
Blankenship.
The linebacker.
Oh,
Safety.
You're embarrassing yourself, you geriatric fuck.
Yeah, that's
All
why
right,
you
let's
get
go
no
to-
match. That's why you don't match jerseys, Mike.
Let's go to the defensive side.
Just giving you the finger.
Let's go to the defensive side of the ball.
All right, so overall edge,
That's the Eagles,
Eagles,
on offense. Definitely.
defensive line,
You went quarterback to the Chiefs and coach to the Chiefs.
defensive line.
Defensive
Eagle.
line, but like I don't think it's
easy.
easy. The Chiefs do have a good defensive line. That has
They don't
to-
got 78 fucking sacks.
No, they don't. But they do have Chris Jones, who has to be accounted for. He
That's one
has
name.
to.
It's one name.
And who's he going against?
That's true. Anybody else?
It's
besides-
one fucking name.
All right. Anybody else besides Chris Jones? That's true. That I think the highest sack guy after Chris Jones is
Frank-
6.
Yeah, Frank Clark has 6, I think.
Yeah, I think
Now
he's the
Frank Clark's
second.
good, but here's the thing about Chris Jones. He can't go outside. He's got to stay inside.
And if you double Chris Jones, like if you double Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat's probably going to go off. And if you double Chris
Brandon
Jones,
Graham's going to go off.
right? If you double Chris Jones,
Don't forget Fletcher Cox.
yeah, you're probably not.
and Hargraves.
Yeah, it's the Eagles all day. Yeah, you
That's
guys
the-
are right.
That's the
You guys
thing.
are right.
They have
I'm
one.
overthinking it. You guys are right.
They have 1.5 guys who can get.
Right.
We have
Eagles have 5.
We have 4 or 5 guys who
Yeah.
can get to.
Like
That
even
is
their
good.
secondary guys are solid. Sue and Joseph. Like they're
And-
solid players.
And
Yes.
Davis.
And Davis, yeah. Linebackers.
Yeah, that's the Chiefs.
That's the Chiefs.
I'm not so quick to dismiss that.
Me neither.
The Eagles running backs or
Me neither.
linebackers are. T.J. Edwards has had a good season.
TJ Edwards has had a monster season.
Yeah,
He's, he's
undervalued.
He's averaging about 12 tackles a game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's
And,
nuts.
and in the playoffs, Kaiser White's been solid.
Yeah, he had one bad play against the Giants, but otherwise he's been pretty
He's
good.
been a solid player, Ryan. Like it
Yeah,
tough,
no, yeah,
playoffs.
tough regular season, but in the playoffs, he's been solid.
He's still suspect. I you know what I mean?
I'm gonna go even. I don't know if I can
I'll
give
go
it.
Chiefs. I'll
Okay.
go Chiefs
All right.
Now, secondary, Eagles all day.
all
Eagles.
day.
All day.
There's 2 rookie cornerbacks on
Oh yeah, I mean,
for the Chiefs.
They
and
played well though.
I don't know
They
if
have, but I think if
I don't know about the safeties. I
It's
mean,
not-
I don't know. I mean, the safeties, the Eagles might be.
They have Reed, right? Don't they have Reed? No, not Reed.
the best passing defense in the entire league all year.
But they also haven't faced a team with this kind of offensive line. And like the Eagles have,
and then the Chiefs have faced a team with 78 sacks. You know what I mean? Like, this is the best secondary against the pass and the entire season.
Sneed's who I was thinking, not Reed.
Okay.
They have Sneed and Thornhill. Is there
Sneed's out.
Justin Reed.
Sneed's
No,
out.
I was thinking Justin Reed. Justin Reed's your strong safety.
yeah, I just think if the Eagles' offensive line is able to protect, and what gives you a sign that they can't, they're not going to shut them both down. I don't care how good they've played. One of them wide receivers is going to get off.
Yeah.
The Eagles have two legitimate number ones.
Mhm.
And okay, all right, you're able to contain them. You're able to contain them a little bit. You got Dallas Goddard and fucking Quez Watkins running down the seam. Who's taking care of them?
You see this? Dave Peterson, Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes, and a few others are battling congestion and sore throat and body
Yes,
aches.
they are.
Chiefs locker room.
Yes, Oh, they really? are.
Yeah, they got.
Yep.
I heard that yesterday. I heard there's a cold
Yeah,
going.
I
through.
told you. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Fuck 'em.
Interesting.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah. I still don't know how to go with safety though. Secondary, I'm going Eagles. Safety,
I'm going Eagles.
Me
Garner
too.
Johnson's been pretty
Garner
good.
Johnson's
he's still recovering though. Reed's really good.
he is really good. He is. But I'm still going.
If anything, I'm going even on that.
I might go even.
Maybe I'll go even on the safeties, but
Because
like,
it's Blankenship playing. He's only 7 games into his NFL career.
yeah, but he's also not playing a ton.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Marcus Epps back there that's going to split snaps with him.
Yeah.
And then you got
Omar Epps.
Yeah. And then you got to remember Avonte Maddox is going to play the slot corner.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that's
Yeah, having Avonte Maddox back
right
was
when this
huge.
Think about it, guys. Think about it, fellas. The first 7 games of this season, the Eagles' defense was 100% healthy, at least the secondary.
Right.
And they were getting turnover after turnover after turnover.
Exactly, bro. That's my that's
hold on.
that's my point.
If the
Like
Eagles
Chauncey
win,
Gardner Johnson, he's going to get 2 picks, and he's going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
No, I like it, Gar.
all right,
I like it.
There's
bro.
another
There
$5.
you
That's
go.
another $5 bet.
There you go.
If the Eagles win, are we going to sleep Sunday?
Probably not.
Nah, we're going to be up.
Nah.
all night.
I know last time we were fucking up till what 4:30
Yeah, something like that.
or something.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
my fiance said you guys better be fucking quiet. I said I can't guarantee that.
I remember the next day waking up, and
The funny
Yeah, you
thing
get,
is the
you
last
get one. This will be your only
You're right.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing is, if you remember,
I remember a
last time-
Kensington romp stomp.
Yeah, if you remember the last time, he had to be the one that brings it up. Right? So if you remember the last time, I was 6-7 days outside at the surgery I had.
yeah.
I couldn't even drink. I was drinking water all night.
Oh, Jesus
I couldn't
Christ.
even eat a fucking chicken wing.
Oh God. Yeah. So, dude, so the last time I woke up, I was
Got
in
out
awe.
of bed,
I'm still
dragged a comb
Oh,
across
Christ.
my head.
I was still in awe. I'm still in awe, and I saved Nick Foles holding the trophy as my screensaver. It was him and Carson Wentz together, actually.
Yeah, you know, he's all about
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
fall over. He's about to fall over,
There
and
it is, right there.
he's about to fall over because he's exhausted, but his dick held him up.
Yeah. He's
I
like,
know.
he's like, Nick, you got a tripod? He's like,
It's like mini me. Looks like
So-
a baby's arm holding
so
an
all of a
apple.
sudden I got a knock on my door.
A baby's arm.
I get a knock on my door. I'm like, what the fuck? I open up, it's TJ. And dude, I am so drunk.
So what? This was after you were home?
Oh yeah, Monday morning.
Huh.
Open the door and it's TJ. We won. It's cold. I let him in. Dude, you stink. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah,
You want a beer?
Yeah.
and then I tell him about what happened that night. And all. He's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So, yeah, we had quite a night that night. We're not going to get into it, but that's not going to happen. We're going to celebrate like good boys this time.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate in Dalco. yo.
Not like good old boys.
Yeah.
Henry
Yeah.
said, looking at you.
Yeah, we're going to go up on Midday Boulevard.
Yo, man, I
You can stay home. You can celebrate on fucking Carter Road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So special teams. Buckner's
That's the Chiefs.
Yeah, I have no.
Yeah, that's the Chiefs.
Actually, the special teams.
But still, dude, overall,
they had that could be dangerous with the Chiefs.
How about any intangibles?
Now Brent Covey, he suffered a sprained knee in practice.
No,
so
we needed just catch the ball.
That kid's been solid, dude.
He has. He doesn't put them in a bad spot, man. He doesn't.
Nah, dude, and he fields the ball.
I make you bring him up.
Yeah, Greg Ward will catch it then.
I'd rather have Greg Ward, honestly.
As Devontae Smith, Devontae Smith will be fielding punts.
I don't want that.
Oh, so Covey's out.
Well, I'm telling you that's what's going to end up happening.
He's the only player questionable. He's questionable. He's playing. If you're questionable now in the NFL, you're playing.
You're right.
And
right.
Hey, Utah, get me too.
Maybe to elevate Greg Ward just to be safe, but he's playing. He
But I don't think you need to see for a punt. I agree for punt returns. You don't need to elevate somebody to take up a roster spot if you need it for somebody else. You could get somebody.
Boston Scott can return.
Yeah,
punt,
exactly.
They'll figure something out. They'll figure something out. You don't need to elevate them.
The Eagles got their punter back. Sipos is playing.
Oh shit!
Is he back now?
Yeah.
That puts us over the edge.
So
Sipos is a solid punter, man.
Like Eagles 56, Chiefs 3.
Yeah.
so two things to mention real quick. One, SpecterSportsArt.com. Go check him out. Go to the website. He just released a new.
Dude, that Jalen Hurts is
fucking oh my
Breed
god.
of one. He's coming out of a tunnel. There's. Did you see the armband?
Yes.
Dude, it's badass. So it's only for a limited time right now. Use Corner Pub Sports 10 at checkout and get 10% off your order.
Yeah, right now it knocks it off. You get it for like $72 and it's well worth it.
It's a great piece of artwork. So go check it out. SpecterSportsArt.com. SPECTOR sportsart.com.
One more time for the people in the back.
I'm spelling it again. SpecterSportsArt.com. Check it out. Get 10% off your order.
See what your Uncle Gary does?
Yeah.
This is what he does.
And the other thing is,
like, I'm trying to help promote this shit. So it's nah, fuck you. I don't
this
care
week,
what you think.
this week may have been the busiest. So it's been just over a year since CornerPubSports.net relaunched. This week may have been the busiest week we've had.
It was article after article this week.
It was awesome, man. And so go check out CornerPubSports.net. There is articles flowing. So I did one about Sirianni. I did one about getting revenge against Reed. So there was a bunch of others.
Pat had a couple.
Yeah, Pat had a couple. Justin had one today. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, it was
cool,
good, right? About the Super Bowl, the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and it's 3 stats you may want to remember. So yeah, go check it out, CornerPubSports.net for our articles, and and of course, if you want to advertise on our show, hit us up, CornerPubSports@gmail.com. We can get you on the website, our socials, and we'll give you a live read, not in the middle of the show and not when we're fucked up. So
yeah, because we're the pinnacle of sports podcast.
We are. Well,
absolutely.
We might be better than number 4 right now. We might be better than number 4.
Knowing your tongue.
I have to look it up.
Together in
What's that? What are you doing?
What?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's a song called Pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
Yeah, it stinks. It stinks.
We don't stink.
You got a nice little man pussy.
So just join on. That might be Steve Roth. That might be Steve Roth join on the thing here asking the.
Oh no!
The show.
Oh my!
This is what you want.
Talk it.
It stinks.
Is that you want it? Right there. That's what you want it, right?
Talk about a nice little man pussy. Steve Roth.
All right, what are we just gonna play with the board here? What the fuck?
Steve Roth.
Tight little man pussy on you, don't you?
I love it.
I haven't played that one in a while.
I love it.
Here's Jay.
Nice.
You guys are better than for Sean. Oh, you guys are better than for Sean. You guys are number 1 in my book. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Hey, Jay, do you swallow too?
Talk about the rent being due.
Yeah.
I love the laughter. It's so
You know,
bad.
when Jay sends them you know, when the compliments, jingle balls, jingle all the way.
What?
And we've reached the point where the show is completely going off the rails.
No, there's no more sports talk here.
No, don't get back.
Yeah,
Don't
come
get
back.
back.
We're bringing it back.
Be patient, yo.
Go, Gary. Go, Gary. Go, Gary. So Dave Peterson said a foolish Kansas City fan put a Kansas City towel on the Rocky. I saw this on the Rocky statue is loincloths. In the words of Charles Philip Benerick, this fucking game is over.
Yes.
Yeah.
E-A-G-O-E-S.
Eagles.
He's lying.
Wait, this is the fucked up
Lied.
part.
He
No,
started it.
you started it, and you still couldn't keep up with us.
I'm lagged.
You forgot how to spell it. No, you started. We followed you.
Spell it.
We can
He
follow.
said
Wait
you
a minute.
forgot how to spell it.
You know
I
what?
spelled it right. You copycat prick, you.
We lost as a team, guys. It's all right.
I will follow you. Where are you? My God.
Oh, we didn't talk about our beers. We had good beers tonight.
I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking orange juice.
Oh yeah, you're drinking orange juice.
Yes.
You and I,
If you're drinking orange juice, why are you not here?
Gary, Ryan and I are drinking Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo too.
See,
I'm not the one who's so far away when I feel the snake bite enter my veins.
You sing a lot on the show, man.
That's right. I'm a regular fucking David Cassidy.
Isn't he dead?
Huh?
Isn't he dead?
I'm carrying on his tradition.
What do you?
I got to fly like an eagle.
Fly
One of the
like an eagle.
Oh, is that the last one that was
Yeah,
left?
the Evil Genius.
Yeah, Evil Genius hooked us up.
Yeah.
last week.
Again, thank you, Evil Genius. Awesome.
That's a guy that should be dead.
This is better than last week.
That one's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
What?
Yeah.
My face? I shaved. That's maybe why.
Mike, don't let him say that. Kick him right in his taint. Kick him, bruise his taint.
Dave said, as I said before, yeah, number 4 in your program and number 1 in your heart, CPS. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. And Dave with the countdown. 1 day, 21 hours, and 11 minutes till kickoff.
Jesus. How many seconds?
So, y'all, let's straight up. Let's get into our predictions here, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do predictions. God, I've had a number in my head, and I'm not swaying from it. I've already written my draft for a prediction article
Yeah,
this
I gotta do
week.
that first thing tomorrow.
Already did it, and I'm sticking with it. But I'm not going to be the first to go. I want
I'll
Corey to go. Young blood. I want young blood to go first.
Well, like I said,
And give a little synopsis of how you think the game's going to go. too.
Yeah.
so honestly,
And also give your
Shutting the fuck up and letting them do it.
and also
Yeah,
give your zodiac
Past 5
sign.
minutes, you won't shut the fuck
No, I
up.
want you to give your zodiac sign and also
My-
what your twin.
my pronouns.
Yes.
Yo,
and-
it's at this point in the show where
And-
it's
and also-
perfectly
and
fine to
also-
say, Sean, shut the fuck up.
Go right ahead, Core. Tell them to shut the fuck up.
And also when
Tell
you
him,
join
come, Core.
when you join Grinder with that profile.
All right, shut up. Shit, Core, what's your prediction, man?
I think I don't think they're gonna have an issue with the game. I think they're just gonna secure the win, and we're gonna be able to enjoy this victory.
So, I mean, what do you think? But like, you think it's going to be a blowout, right? You think it's
he
going to be a
thinks it'll be
party?
easy.
When do you think it's going to be over?
It's gonna be easy.
When do you think you're going to be celebrating, like knowing that you won?
Mike, can you do that again?
I feel like
You partly danced. Did you see that?
I did see that.
Yeah, he's like,
With a little shimmy?
yeah. When do you think you're gonna?
When are you going to party? Yeah, I don't know.
You did.
A little shimmy, yeah. What do you think you do a little shimmy?
So what, Corey? You think by like halftime we're partying?
no, by like
We're partying the kickoff.
I like
Fourth
fourth quarter.
Okay.
All right, so
What,
you
what do
get
you think the score is going to be going into the fourth quarter?
I don't really know.
Today, Junior.
I feel like I don't think they're gonna score that much in the fourth quarter because I feel like they're just gonna worry about winning instead of scoring.
so like they're like sitting on the lead going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It's interesting, Core.
So what's your final score?
Probably like 27 to like 7.
Wow.
He's having a blowout. Yeah, he did say before the show, and he thought hard about that too.
He did. Yeah, but he
Dave
now-
Peterson. That's my score. Yep, me and you were thinking alike on this one.
All right, who's next?
27-7 says Corey.
I'll
Yeah,
take
Mike.
it.
All right, now Gary's anxious.
Go ahead, Gary. Go ahead.
I am. I'm very anxious.
Gary, you're up.
I think the Eagles, they focus on the running game. Jalen Hurts passes only when he has to. The running game is the factor in this game. I like the Eagles at the end here, 35-28.
Ooh, 35-28. So
No field goals.
No field goals.
No field goals and a close game. Oh man, Dave Peterson said, when did the fans at Cotman Ave start climbing the poles? Well, if according to Corey, it'd be early in the fourth quarter, right?
Get an early spot on the
Yeah,
top of
you
the pole.
would. Yeah. All right, Mike.
So yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be the tightest game that the Eagles played, obviously, because
Tight.
Tight.
yeah.
I
So I think it's pretty close all game. I think the Eagles, kind of as they've done all year, keep them at arm's length. And I do expect a couple field goals in this game. I expect them to hold the Chiefs to 2 touchdowns and a couple field goals, give them 20 points. I think the Eagles win 27-20.
Okay.
Good, John.
I'm with Dave Peterson hit it on the head with the score, and Corey hit it on the head with the way the things. Gary hit it on the head with the way things are going to go. I think Jalen Hurts is going to pass when he needs to. I think they're going to take a shot downfield early, and connect on it. I think they're going to take a lead, and they're going to ride that. I think they're going to control the clock. The last 10 times the Kansas City Chiefs have lost a football game, each time in those 10 losses, they lost the time possession battle.
Right.
Each time. Eagles are going to control the clock. They have a good enough line, good enough running game, and they're smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me. And that's what's going to happen.
Well, I don't think people like them, but
31-17 is my score.
Whoa.
Yeah, and Dave Peterson also agrees. 31-17. I think I don't know,
That's
man.
That's a blowout.
If you you're thinking
Like,
31,
that's a blowout.
you gotta, I don't know, you gotta take all the run, like all the overs on the running, because you think that they're gonna pile on. Like,
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna put another bet in, and we're gonna do prop bets in a few.
Okay.
I think so. I have the under 31-17 is under the 51.
Be right
back. Right.
And I have the Eagles covering 1.5.
Yeah, so that's 48, right?
That's
I
my
think
parlay.
mine's
And then also
47.
I have something else too. I forget what my other one was. But anyway, but I might have to pick Mr. Miles Sanders as my MVP because I think Miles Sanders is going to run 2 touchdowns in.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I see this being a big game for Miles Sanders.
Okay. I don't quite see it going that way, but it's possible.
Dave Peterson said, "No kidding here. Seriously, at what point did the police close the box on Frankfurt Ave? By the way, that's the call over to scanner. The call over scanner closed the box." Dave, they know the routine. Thankfully, over the past 10 years, we've had quite a few celebrations at Cotman and Frankfurt. Thankfully,
right?
Whether championships, but going to championship,
yeah,
when, going there and stuff. we've had quite a few, or maybe 15 years. Maybe 15 is be a little more
realistic.
yeah, realistic or honest,
Accurate.
but still accurate. Yeah. So yeah, over the last 15 years, they've had their share. Where we went, Mike, 20 something years before our first one that we had. So Corey, your generation, not to say get off my lawn and you don't know what it was like,
but yeah, you're spoiled.
we had some major heartaches in this town. I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take away from. I know you did your prediction in a second, but I'm gonna talk to your kid for a second. 0-2 when the Eagles lost to the Tampa Bay
Why are you going
Buccaneers.
down this path, though, man?
Because I want to tell him that the fact that he can see celebrations.
It's like that 10-year-old kid that was in
never take it for granted. Do not take this for granted because there's no guarantee.
You think that the Eagles are a dynasty, but it could change.
You never
quickly.
know. You never know, man.
After 17,
well, that's what we all thought.
This is the new norm, right? That's what we were told. We're like,
well, we also thought that Carson Wentz was coming off the MVP season was going to be like.
I got to be honest. I was in that crowd. I went, I don't agree with. I hated that. I hated that when he said that because I'm like, nope. Because
it's like you're setting yourself up.
Look at that roster. No, because I looked at the roster and went, yeah, they're all a bunch of old guys.
Yeah, they're better now.
Oh, yeah, they are.
This is a better team than the team that won
they
in
are.
2017.
But that Ajayi, Blunt, those are running backs gone. Jeffrey, I know he was. Towards the end, done.
Torrey Smith was gone.
Torrey Smith, that defensive line, Chris Long, all those guys. A lot of those guys were old, man. It was like, I don't think this is the new norm at this squad. So anyway, I'm sorry. I don't take it for granted, Core. This is something that doesn't happen that often. And the last 6 months in this city, might be the
1980.
No. I was going to say best 6 months or calendar year in 42 years.
Yeah.
So enjoy it. Do not take it for granted.
It's the best that we've ever had.
Yeah, Corey, 1980 that all four teams went to the championship.
Yep. Yeah.
So I
Corey,
said
in 2017, your grandfather cried. Like the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Your grandfather's crying. Me and your dad are hugging him. He says, "All right, I'm gonna go to bed." The Eagles won. Good night. And off to Cottman Avenue, your dad and I went.
Yeah, and we met up with them, and then I went off from there. And we're not going to talk about that story.
So I said it last week.
That's a story, though, Sean. That's a great story.
It is a good story, not for you.
You guys kind of thought I was off the rails a little bit, and I couldn't agree with you more because I thought it was too, but it's just the way I felt. I haven't labored much from it, man. I really don't. I have the same exact score as you.
Oh shit!
And it's the same exact score I had last week.
Holy shit!
I'm kind of on the train of Corey. I think this game's close. I think this game's close early.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles are just better.
They are.
They're just better.
They're just a better overall team.
Right. And
it's not a walk in the park, though.
No, it's not. But the Eagles are fully healthy.
Yeah.
Right.
When's the last
teams
all
don't
22
right teams
are healthy?
Teams don't go into the Super Bowl with all 22 starters active. That just doesn't happen. And what has this team done when they were 100% healthy this year?
Dominated.
There wasn't a team that should have been on the field with them. Granted, this
they
is probably the best.
They haven't played a team this caliber.
And let me finish, bro.
Okay.
Granted, they're probably playing the best team they've played at 100% health.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give that. Right? But it doesn't matter, man. I really don't think it matters because there's one thing. There's one thing, and we talked about it a little bit ago. This is not just the best offensive line in football. This is one of the best offensive lines in the history of football.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the best teams in NFL history.
Right. So, like, I've been a firm believer my whole life that NFL games are won at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Eagles dominate
Both.
both sides of the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Did
So
you?
I
did,
don't.
Did
I,
you read my draft already? Did you already read
no,
my draft?
no.
Did I? Yeah.
So what? So what I'm going to say, like, let's see here. So first example I'll go to in the Super Bowl when Cam Newton won the MVP. I'm not calling Cam Newton a great quarterback, but when Cam Newton won the MVP, right? He was running all over the league. He was doing this. He was doing that. He was doing this. Then they played a team in the Super Bowl that dominated the line of scrimmage in the Denver Broncos. That game wasn't even close.
No.
It wasn't even close. You go back and go even further back when you want to say Washington and then
Sean's
Denver
got a double.
Broncos played in the late 80s in the Super Bowl. Washington dominated the line of scrimmage. The Broncos were a high-powered offense, a great quarterback. Wasn't even a close game. Wasn't even close.
9%, baby.
It was a
9.
blowout. So that's where that's where I'm at with this.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying not to be a homer.
Right, and I know I sound like that, but I just
I look at the matchups,
right,
and I'm looking at this going. Hardman's out. Hardman's gone. Right. Juju. Look, the receivers
scary. It's
no,
it's Juju Smith.
the only one that matches up to me, and this is why I compare. I'm sorry, Mike. This is why it compares. Now, do I think they're a better team than the Patriots team in 17? I do, but I think this Eagles team is better than the 17 Eagles team too.
Absolutely.
And I think they're more complete and they're more dominant than that team was. Think about that. Remember that defense? Jalen Mills was your Jalen Mills.
Corner.
Jalen Mills was,
yeah.
No, look, Jalen Mills was fun for a year.
Right, and you look at that game. Tom Brady went up and down the field on him from like the middle of the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't see that game going this way.
I don't care who. You're not doing that to this defense.
Yeah, like in that Ryan in 2017, there was over 550 passing yards in that Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, so
just from the Patriots.
I got to bring this
no,
up.
No, combined.
No, just from the Patriots.
Just from the Patriots. Yeah.
The Patriots threw over 500 yards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most yards ever by.
It was almost 1,000 yards in the air from the two teams. The Patriots threw for over 500.
Most yards combined ever in an NFL game.
The Eagles defense got torched.
This defense is way better than that.
That's not I don't care what offense you put against them. That's not happening.
This whole defense is better. Like everything. Kelsey is a weapon. And the other thing I want to bring up, I'm sorry. And Mike wanted to bring up a point. I'm sorry. Don't lose that point. The one thing that does worry me though,
just a tip, Mike. Don't lose the tip.
Is the screen game, because they're going to screen us to death.
Yeah.
They are going to screen us.
And they're going to go up and down the field between the 20s.
And that's where Andy Reid and the call playing comes into play. So I mean, I have 2 points that.
So play your screen game. You're not getting in the end zone. You're just not.
Some of that.
Double
some of the
IPA.
screen actually does work. But anyway, so I got the two sides of things. One side is that I don't think the AFC was quite as good as everybody's making that to be.
The what?
The AFC. Everybody talks about like how hard the AFC was and how much better the AFC was than the NFC.
I don't think it was that much better.
I think that
it's probably even. I mean, the Bengals, Bills, and Chiefs.
The Bengals, Bills, and Chiefs.
With the
that
Eagles,
was it.
49ers, and
well,
it's
probably
the Eagles,
Dallas.
Probably, yeah. Should be Dallas. It should be.
No, it shouldn't. Why should it? Why should it?
I don't know if
Dallas should be a top 3 team in the NFC.
I don't know if Dallas was that much worse or better than the Bills were.
Right.
So
yeah,
when all things are said and done,
yeah.
with how Josh Allen played,
and the Bengals and
Josh Allen and like I would take Josh Allen over Prescott, but like when all said and done,
the team,
both of them shit the bed.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I take Josh Allen over Prescott right now. I don't.
Nah,
anyway,
that's a bad take.
It's not a bad take,
That's a
man.
bad take.
That's not a bad take. You keep the game close against the Bills. Josh Allen gives you a chance in the fourth quarter because he's going to turn the ball over.
Well, but Dak Prescott,
Prescott turns the ball over more than
led
anybody.
the league in interceptions.
I understood. So, but how does that make Josh? That's a complete. But how does that make Josh Allen that much better? You keep the game close against the Bills. Josh Allen is going to give you a shot because he's going to throw a boneheaded interception.
I feel the same way
feel
about
the same way
Prescott.
about
All right, so how's
But that's
better?
the same. Ryan,
Because
that's
Allen runs the ball and
So
Allen's
does
a
Dak.
playmaker.
but this whole season, that's what Patrick Mahomes has done as well this season. He's
you
got
give-
12 interceptions.
Well, he's the MVP of the league. So that's the other point that I was going to make is that
Right, and no
Who else?
MVP has won the Super Bowl in fucking 10 years.
Hmm.
None. Zero.
Yeah, that's another point, right?
But-
I'm sorry. Hold on. Dave, because Dave's
Here, look-
comment's been up here. I was at the Mayfair Theater in '83. Fans flipped the old cream and greens trackless trolley.
I remember that.
The city gets nuts when our sports teams win. I was right next to the guy who lit Vic's jersey up in 2005.
I was 11 years old when that happened.
2008, the fans flipped the news van with his dish extended. The Champ Dan Coulier and the
No,
fucking
yeah, that was
Coulier and
actually-
the fucking two-story McDonald's.
Actually, he lives around the corner from where my fiance's parents used to live. So like that was right
Oh my
like
God.
in that area.
I remember Dan Coulier. I forgot about that. It was
Yeah.
in 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that dude.
No,
when
me
the-
neither.
Yeah,
he's
him and his
creepy.
fucking dude.
Back when the
Yeah,
Fire-
he does. He has a
Yeah.
creepy look to him. Get him,
And
Mike.
when the
I'm sorry.
Flyers won the Stanley Cup, the city went nuts. They were flipping fucking cars in South Philly, like flipping them.
Yeah.
so the other thing on the other
I'm
side.
sorry,
of
I'm over 40 years old. I don't remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
The-
I can't- yeah,
That was a thing against the Flyers. Sorry, bro.
of course it
You're
was.
under 53.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it,
Well, so I'm under 53 too, you fuck.
the Mahomes ended up winning the MVP, and we're talking about like how his receivers are trash and this and that. But
I know.
who did he?
He still had 43 touchdowns.
He threw 43 touchdowns. Who did he throw them
Right.
to?
His numbers are
I
better
know.
this year
I
without Tyreek Hill.
Right. So
Wow.
and
And he only has one 30-plus yard touchdown this year.
right. So he had 43 touchdowns. They weren't all to Kelsey.
Okay.
So I know that they got the receivers or the
Hardman's out.
running backs in there and stuff. And
But
they have
who
a plethora.
scares you? But who scares you, dude?
Who scared you all year? But he had 43 of them. Other than Kelsey. I mean,
yeah, but
I'm
his
just
receivers
saying.
are healthy,
as-
though, too.
Right. But as good as he is, our defense is that much.
I hear you. I hear you.
That's just where I'm at with it, man.
But
Patrick Mahomes is not going to win this game by himself.
Can I ask you guys, everyone, if the Eagles lose this game, you're going to feel blank.
I'm not gonna. I'll be all right.
No.
I'll be disappointed. Nah, I'm not gonna.
No, I'll be devastated.
No,
'Cause
I
they
won't be
should
devastated.
win. They're clearly better. They should win.
they're only 1.5 point favorites now.
I don't care about the spread, dude. I don't.
But yeah, but
You
you're,
put
you're-
this game in Philadelphia, they're a 7-point favorite.
They
But
were
if you put the game in KC, they're underdogs.
they were 3.5 point
I don't
favorite.
know about that, man.
They were 3.5
I don't know
point.
about that.
They were 3.5 point favorite underdogs to the Patriots, right? And if they would have lost that game, with their hopes being up, first time in the Super Bowl in 15 years or 18 years, whatever it was, I would have been upset. So I don't care.
I'll be pretty devastated. I mean, I will be.
This game in
mean-
Kansas City, or is Kansas City a 7-point favorite?
No, they're not a 7 point.
Right, there may be a 3. They get the home team
Maybe.
points.
No, I
Maybe.
think they're more like 1.5.
Right. The Eagles are a 7-point favorite if this game's in Philly.
I think it's more like 5. But
Okay,
whatever.
all right, whatever. But
anyway, no. All right. So look, I'd be devastated. This is the
No.
first. This is the
Devastated? Yeah.
first. This is the first. Well,
No,
life will go on.
Speak your mind, dude. Yeah,
life
go.
will go on, but this is the first one that they're favored in. This is the most confident that I've been in an Eagles Super Bowl, and I did predict them to beat.
We all,
the Patriots.
I think we all did, didn't
Right.
we?
Yeah.
We all picked them. Dave pissed off because this is the best team the Eagles have ever had.
Yeah,
And Dave was 100% right. We had that discussion last week.
yeah,
I'd be devastated, but I think
This is the best roster you may ever see, Corey.
it depends. It would depend on how the game goes.
The
But
coaching staff is suspect.
I don't know about that,
about
dude.
No, no, no.
Both of the offensive coordinators are gone.
Yeah,
They're
both
gone Tuesday.
both the coordinators are gone.
Yeah, the Steichen's getting a job with the Colts. And
Gannon's
Deion-
getting a job with Arizona.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
maybe,
they're
yeah.
both going.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Gannon, I'm sorry. I got to just come out and say the hate that he gets, dude. His defense works. It
Like
works.
I'm not giving him hate, Ryan. I'm just talking about the
you.
inexperience against an experienced coaching staff.
But Ryan, you and I had this conversation last night on the phone.
Like the Chiefs staff, the coaching staff.
I might be walking on sacred ground here for some people, but let's remember something, okay?
And I'll preface it by saying I completely agree with him.
Everyone
Can
puts
he
Jim
say his
Johnson.
point first before you agree with him?
No, everyone puts Jim Johnson on this pedestal, right? And Jim Johnson was an amazing defensive coordinator, right?
That was a different NFL then. It was different.
All right, but let him make his point.
Doesn't matter, bro.
But their defenses are the same in one aspect: bend but don't break. Jim Johnson's defense was always bend but don't break. It was always that philosophy, and because he held teams and all that stuff.
Now I wonder what Jim Johnson would do with this defense.
Like
Whew.
Jim Johnson's philosophy was attack, 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 Sean.
Yeah, but who's to say
But
that Jonathan
But
Gannon?
they didn't attack until you got inside the 20 on them.
Who's to say that Jonathan Gannon?
You know what I mean?
Right? Jonathan Gannon's what, 8 years old? I don't know. He's young.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be a head coach, so it's not even going to matter. You're not going to know.
He's so young. If he was to remain a defensive coordinator and have a career that Jim Johnson had, I don't know. You can look at those two and say that he's going to be any better or worse. I don't know. Like,
if he was a defensive coordinator for as long as Jim Johnson, then I would imagine that he would be really good.
And
But
that's why Jim Johnson's held on this pedestal. That's why Buddy Ryan. is
Man,
held on this
I don't know,
pedestal.
man. Like
yeah, but
that's
Jim Johnson never was a head coach.
Where
I
this
mean,
guy, like, because they don't like the way he looks and the way he, whatever. Oh,
let's see. Oh gosh,
I got to
Chief
be honest with
Jonathan.
you. Let me. All right, here's a bet. You know what? Here's a better comparison. How about the guy who won us a Super Bowl as a defensive coordinator?
I'd take Jonathan
Jim
Gannon
Schwartz.
over him all day.
Absolutely.
Schwartz.
yes.
I'd
Jim
take
Schwartz or Jonathan Gannon? Who would you rather have?
Jonathan Gannon
Yeah.
all day.
And you know
twice
what?
on
I
Sunday.
feel like Schwartz got a little bit of a bad rap too.
Like how
He
can you
did.
say
He did. He
that?
didn't have the complete personnel that he needed. Right. But
Like Jonathan
but Jim-
Gannon's giving the players. Jim Schwartz wasn't.
Jonathan Gannon has a better.
Yeah,
defense.
but Jim Schwartz constantly played a prevent. Constantly.
Jim was great. Because
It's
of the
almost
players
like
he had.
Six
it's almost like Jim Schwartz's philosophy was, all right, let you get inside the 20 and then I'll handle it. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't get that for Gannon.
No, I
get that from
don't.
Gannon.
I don't at all. Like he'll attack when he's got to attack. If you're in the middle of the field
Yeah.
and it's 3rd and 8, he's bringing pressure.
78 fucking sacks.
That's all. That's it.
Right.
7-8 sacks.
You're one of the greatest defenses ever.
Right. So like
Dave's saying that Jim was great because of the players he had.
That's what he said.
Maybe. And I am not trying to piss on the grave of fucking Jim Johnson. I loved him. I love him, dude. But
We might lose a good one this year.
you are. How do you replace him? Who are you replacing him with?
Or you move a linebackers coach up. Same philosophy.
And I get that, Garrett, but there's a difference, man. Like Jonathan Gannon was renowned as a hot young coordinator when
For a reason.
when Sirianni hired him, and it's come to fruition.
Same thing with Sirianni, right?
Right.
Everyone, he's a great young mind, and we're like, what the fuck? He's talking about plants, right?
Yeah.
And my article hit
Talks
on
about
that, right?
that, yeah.
Right. I'm not giving myself a pat, but I'm as we're talking about, I'm
Right.
thinking about it, and it's the same thing. It's like as you went on, like,
As Sean's stroking his cock underneath the microphone.
well, you.
But yo, honestly,
You are the motherfucking Antichrist!
but
Is that
where
for
you
Gary?
where are you going with it? I remember driving
Were you
home.
talking to your cock while you were stroking it? Oh, okay.
I remember driving home from your house
Don't
after
spit in my mouth again.
the championship game. I'm driving home from here, and I got the radio on, obviously.
Fucking Mike just starts laughing like randomly.
I don't want to taste my children.
He's like,
I think I missed.
Well, I don't want to taste my children. I want to
Oh.
see them in the crib.
But
yeah.
so I'm driving home from here at the championship game, and you know the day the championship game was the 2-year anniversary of the day Nick Sirianni has his introductory press
Yes.
conference.
Yep.
You remember how we all felt after that,
Yeah, I remember.
right?
Yeah.
Like what?
I
the
thought-
fuck.
I remember where I was.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
I remember.
You
I
mean
remember
intro-
kind of
the
being.
introductory.
I remember you guys
Yes.
going nuts and me being like, yeah.
No, I
No, I didn't go nuts.
I didn't
dude.
go nuts. I said, I don't know. I know this for a fact because I've seen my memories or whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, I know this looked bad, but I'm holding out opinion because he has a large pedigree with people who know him. I'm holding my opinion until we see him in action.
Right. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay optimistic because I'm
But-
hoping this. But first impressions mean a lot, and that was not a good one.
No, when he's stuttering,
Yes.
stuttering, fuck,
Yes.
dance that drink over his spider. But the flower one,
Yeah. After
So
that, I was almost done with him at
my
that point.
my mom came up from Florida, right? And she you want to go meet up for dinner? Yeah. You know, I haven't seen my mom in 6 months, right? And I'm distracted. Just what's going on? I'm looking at the TV and I'm so disgusted
Mm-hmm.
because of that press conference about the flower thing. I said, we are now the laughing stock of the league. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, this guy's talking about plants and roots and growing. And we're 2-5. And we look like a joke. Like, this is a fucking joke. This is a disaster.
But you know what happened? You know what happened? There's 3 or 4 guys on this team that are Hall of Famers.
Yep.
That bought in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Fletcher Cox, and Brandon Graham.
I'll never forget.
They bought in, and the rest of the fucking team followed them.
ESPN.
That's why they win. That's why they win big Sunday, man.
ESPN was closing out Sports Center when that happened. And the 2 anchors are laughing hysterically. Laughing. They can't even get a word out. They're laughing so hard at that press conference. I'm like, oh my God. I remember exactly where a pizza shop. I remember putting my head down. I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, just my football team's a joke. You know? And then they turn it around.
Yep.
And they've
What they
lost.
win? What they win?
No,
7 in
hold
a
on.
row?
They've lost. Hold on. 1. They've lost 4 games since that
Since.
press conference.
Yeah.
They've lost 4 games since the Flower press conference. Tampa Bay and 3 games this year.
Yep.
And 2 of them were with Gardner Minshew quarterbacking.
Yeah.
No, they
That's-
lost another game after that. They were
Did they?
2-5. They finished 9-8.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they've
But
lost.
the last
they've
game
lost
was like a
6
meaningless
games.
game.
They've
Yeah,
lost
but
6
whatever.
games.
Yeah, so-
Whatever. They've lost 6
All right.
games
but
in a year and a half.
Don't let the facts get away in my opinion.
In a year and a half, they've lost 6 games.
So, yeah. The other thing is, everybody's like Gary said, wherever he went,
I
that
don't know where you went.
He's probably pissing on shit.
Both
that
at the same time. Can you ever shit without pissing, by the way?
No.
No.
It always happens. Right?
Yeah.
You
Uh,
push, and just both comes out. But you can't. Like, do you ever piss and have to shit at the same time?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Every once in a while, you take a piss and you're
What
like,
if
oh,
the
oh,
urinal
You got to
you-
turn around and
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you?
every once in a while.
who chopped the deuce in the yard? Oh, you think that's funny, huh? So you think it's funny? Someone pulled the pants down and squatted over the urinal and laid a big fat number 2 in there, huh? Yo, you think that's funny, do you?
Fucking South Park, man.
Mr. Mac,
Yeah,
the
he's
whole
like,
episode, he's so mad.
You look the big, the big dookie. You look the
And
big,
then-
it's dookie. That's what he says. You look the big dookie in the urinal.
A big
Okay.
old Hershey square.
Yeah. Okay. You think that's funny? Okay. To make a
The
poopy.
whole episode, he's mad.
And then
He's-
Cartman says Kyle made 9/11 happen.
Yeah, that's the same episode.
Yeah, that's the same episode.
Jesus Christ.
Well, if anyone thinks they're just, gonna walk, if they're walking into this game, if you think that you're gonna walk right in. You think you're gonna walk? Look at my suit. Look at my body. It has googly eyes. My Lombardi has googly eyes, so it doesn't catch up on me.
Okay.
Christopher Walken.
That was so stupid.
It was, dude. It was.
The fun.
What this song needs is more cowbell.
The fun. They reach in as you're sleeping. That's ridiculous. Anyway,
So I'm going to get back to it real quick.
yeah, you
Mike,
get back to it.
Mike, I got into it with. I don't want to discredit.
That
but
cocksucker
you're right.
has no friends.
You're right. Patrick Mahomes threw 43 touchdowns. Who'd he throw him to? It's
He
still
threw
opponent-
him to somebody.
Right. It's still
Todd
opponent-
Jones.
But I think the Eagles defense is more potent.
Right.
I am not discrediting the Chiefs.
I know I'm all over the place and back and forth because I got.
What was your score prediction, by the way?
I had them 27-20 winning. The other thing is that like again, flipping back to the other side of it is
I can't.
Granted, it was Brock Purdy, but I think San Fran was.
Feels like Gary's still here.
Until he started, until Purdy got hurt, San Fran was better than the Chiefs.
San Fran's defense is the best defense they'll ever play.
Right.
And you've seen what Lane Johnson did to Joey Bosa.
Why wouldn't he do it to Chris Jones?
Right.
By
And
the way,
you've seen what Jason Kelsey.
And
Every
Bosa-
time
and
he
Bosa-
ran an off tackle play, he ran motherfuckers over.
And Bosa is Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep. Tisk to the NFL, by the way, for posting
Tisk.
Defensive Player of the Year to the player who put fear in every quarterback's heads. And I retweeted Jalen Hurts smoking a cigar and smiling and said, "Except for me, motherfucker."
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to me. It's this offensive line.
I agree.
They're going to dominate the game.
I think they dominate the game.
Offensive and defensive line.
But I think that there's a little bit more passing that goes into it. I think it's not quite a shootout because it's not going to be like I'm not betting the over, but I think that
I bet the under. I bet the under.
Yeah. I like the under a little bit.
But
we got to do that too.
But with the Eagles, with the majority of the points, I just like I'm not saying it's a blowout wire to wire.
Right.
I just think as the game goes on,
the line wears
the
them
line
down.
keeps wearing them down. The defensive line starts getting
They
them
start running the
Mahomes.
ball a little bit
They
more.
and then you get like a
Gotta
garbage touchdown late.
Hold on.
And
let me make a point.
You got to keep the devil down in the hole.
I
See what I did there?
want the ball. I want the ball to start the game. I fucking want the ball to start
Mike,
the
I
game.
agree with you.
I agree.
Go down there
But
because
I-
every fucking game in this playoffs, they go down and they fucking
I
score a
think the
touchdown.
only way that
Take
happens,
control of this game. I want them to fucking lose the toss.
I hope the Chiefs defer. Absolutely, because if the Eagles win the toss, they're deferring.
Right.
But I agree. Set a tone. Get the ball. Even if you don't score on that possession, you have 2 running plays of 7+ yards. It's setting a tone, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get 2 first downs, and then you got to punt from, Kansas City's 45.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's setting a tone.
Yeah.
Dave said last year we doubted this team's ability to win with the personnel we had. Look at us now. I am proud to eat my words, lock, stock, and barrel.
Absolutely.
Dude, I gotta be honest. And we're look, if they win next week, we're gonna be over the moon. Like next Friday will be fucking insane. And maybe without a voice. But I think one thing we got to say, since we started the show in 2015, we've had some pretty good years, and Sixers have had some good runs. The Eagles obviously won a Super Bowl. The Phillies made a World Series.
Yeah, the Sixers have been a top 3 team.
Like we've had a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
There's been some heartbreak, but I mean,
yeah,
this was
19,
good. Yeah.
like 19 and 20 were a little rough.
And where have my Flyers been? Where have they been?
The same spot they've been since 2010.
Yeah. So
how have they been doing? I feel like an asshole, but I'm not following them at all.
They keep playing the way they're playing. They're probably going to make the playoffs.
They're competitive, yes.
They play hard, man. Carter Hart looks great. He's playing great. They play hard. Tortorella's got them going in the right direction. They just don't have enough talent.
No, they don't.
You mean like they're missing that Johnny Gordeau guy that they
that guy.
That admitted he would have took less money to come here.
Yeah.
That guy.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. We might get to while you were drunk. I don't know if we're gonna get to it tonight. We'll see. But I think we gotta do prop bets, right? Sound
Yeah,
good?
I'm going to have a cigarette. Real quick.
All right. So we know the Eagles are favored by 1.5, and the over under
Ryan just wants to smoke.
50.5, right? So we
He
know
just
those.
wants to smoke.
But here's some prop bets that you might want to consider, and we'll give our opinions about it. All right. Jalen Hurts over 1.5 touchdowns, or Patrick Mahomes over 2.5 touchdowns?
Well,
what's more likely?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I mean,
Over 1.5
passing.
Yeah.
Does it have to be passing?
Yeah,
or rushing?
passing. It has to be passing.
Yeah,
like
that's Mahomes.
I don't like either of them.
Yeah, I don't like either of them either, Mike. I'm taking the under on both.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs score 3 touchdowns, and I don't think that. I think that Hurts runs one in.
Maybe throws one.
I think that he throws one, he runs one in, and then one of the other 3. I think Sanders probably runs.
I can see Mahomes throwing 2. And
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Passing yards. Hurts over 239.5. Mahomes over Mahomes over 294.5.
He ain't throwing 300 fucking yards. Not in this game. No way.
Yeah, I got to be honest, guys. I do think this is not a repeat of Super Bowl 52. This is not a shootout. This is not a shootout.
I like Hurts over
294?
No.
239?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Interceptions, a half for each. Half interception for each. Who's more likely to throw over?
Mahomes is going to throw 2.
I think Mahomes.
To Johnson.
I'm not going 2.
He's throwing 2.
Mahomes throws over.
You think he throws over a half? You think he throws
You think he throws one?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I don't think that Hurts throws an interception.
I like that. Corey. I might.
That's not a bad bet.
Yeah, I like that one. I know I do. I think Mahomes throws one in a tip ball or look. Think about it. Think about it, guys. Receivers.
He threw 12 this year, right?
Yeah, and receivers who are playing in this game that aren't like you're getting a starting receiver.
But I mean,
taking Hardman's spot, right?
Yeah, but play the percentages. There's 17 games, and he threw he threw 12 interceptions.
Yeah,
I know he threw probably more than one in some of them, but the law of averages says that you're probably better odds.
I like that.
Okay.
Pass attempts. Hurts over 31.5. Patrick Mahomes over 38.5.
That's a tough one.
Pass attempts for like the whole game.
By the way, Jalen Hurts is more favored to throw over 31.5. Not by much, but a little bit.
I mean,
I don't know. I can't. I'm not touching that.
Yeah. All right.
Like that's making me think too much.
All right. Here we go. Rushing yards.
We don't got the brain power right now.
Miles Sanders 61.5 is the line.
I'm going over.
I'm going over.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm going over. Jalen Hurts 50.5.
Going under.
I'm going under. Yeah, you agree, Corey? What do you think?
What do you
This
think,
fucking beer. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Like, fuck.
This double IPA is strong. I didn't
I
hear your
get it.
pick. Hurts 50 and
He's under.
he said over. Peterson saying over.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go to Chiefs side. Pacheco 48.5 over.
Under.
Nah, under.
Saying under, yeah.
Yeah, his defense is just too tough.
They got Edwards Hilaire back. They're going to be integrating him in a little bit too.
He sucks.
I know, but
He's not even on this list.
It's one
But
more
don't,
mouth to feed.
don't forget about Kenyon and that fucking in that
McKinnon
screen
20
game.
and a half over. He's
Yeah, I
gonna get
like.
Steven.
Yeah,
Right.
that he's over.
Well, I mean that's rushing, right?
Yeah.
So he's under. He's under. You picking him over for rushing, Gary?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you think he's over
20 and a half? Yeah, I'm gonna go over
absolutely.
that. Yeah, I'll go over for that.
Could get that in one run.
Man, that's I'm gonna
Like
go.
he could get 30 yards in one rush.
Yeah, he does have that speed. He could get lucky because the Eagles do give up that one run, right?
Yeah.
Every game.
And it's usually in the first. It's usually in the first quarter.
Yeah,
beginning
Dave, we're
of the
like we're all
second quarter.
on the opposite.
Our receiving yards. AJ Brown 72.5 yards over or under.
That's over.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
over.
I think that's over.
I think
Over.
I think
I think it's under.
I think it's under.
I think it's
Although he hasn't had a breakout
he hasn't
playoff game.
He
I
hasn't,
think
but
it's
what
under.
what he's doing is opening it up for Devontae Smith.
He is.
I think it's under. I
So-
think Devontae 62.5.
Over.
It's not by much. So you're saying over by both?
No,
No.
over for Devontae, under for Brown.
I got it opposite.
So you think Brown has the big game, Devontae's under?
Like the
Correct.
Browns
You
do.
think that too?
Yeah.
Browns do. I get it.
Brownies
I
do.
feel like but I'm kind
He
of.
hasn't.
I
He
mean,
hasn't had the big game in the playoffs. I think
I
he
know,
has.
and
You're
I
like
feel like the-
AJ Brown. He's just
They're,
gonna
they're
go
fucking
off.
receivers.
Yeah.
They're receivers, dude.
And he hasn't. He hasn't had the big game, but he's like I think he's opening it up for
Yeah,
for
I'm, kinda,
Devontae.
I'm with Ryan on this. Like I could see both sides. I could see both. It could
Oh.
go both ways. But I think it's more of AJ Brown is still kind of a little bit of a decoy, and they keep pressuring and doubling him.
right
They
because
don't
if-
want him to beat him, and Devontae just continues
right.
to
So
feed.
honestly, like you're a defensive coach. Like not saying Devontae Smith isn't something you got to worry about, but like if I'm a defensive coach, I'm focusing on AJ Brown. I am not letting him get off.
Yeah,
But I mean, he could get that. He can get more than half of that in one fucking catch.
He might, Gary. Like you know, Hurts hits him for a 20-yarder and he runs another 40, 50. He might.
Yeah.
They got that chemistry.
you might, Rabbit.
You might. You
well
might.
done, Mike.
Peterson said, to be fair, I think Goddard is going to have a big weapon in this game. So Goddard is 48.5. That's his line. I think that's.
I'm going under.
I'm going over.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going under.
I'm waiting, Sean.
I'm going over with that. I think again because of the AJ Brown thing.
Quez Watkins 11.5.
That's over. Over.
Mm,
Over.
No, I don't.
He's
I don't
gonna have
think,
a 20, 30-yard catch.
All right, so I got to be honest. So,
he
so
might
I don't-
not
I
even
don't-
catch any catches.
I don't think he does much here.
let's just think about this for a second.
Where he has like one of those weird screens that loses 3 yards.
Mate,
Think
yeah.
about this. The over-unders. And Patrick Mahomes is over 300. That was the over-under.
294.
294. Let me just read his off. Eagles, 72.5. Devontae, 62.5. Goddard, 48. Quez, 11. Right? Gainwell, another 10. So here's the Chiefs. Kelsey, 76.5. Over-under.
I think that's over.
Over.
Absolutely, that's over because
Over.
he's the key in the passing game.
Juju, 36.
Like, get out of here. Under.
Devontae was 48. Or Devontae was 62. Number
Right.
2. You know what I mean? Like
What's that tell you?
Yeah, exactly.
I can think this.
Juju, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who's actually done all right lately.
Yeah, he has.
36.5.
That might
might
be
go
over.
over.
Like he might have a 45-yard catch.
Tony, who by the way is banged up, 27.5.
Under.
McKinnon, 20.5.
Over.
Over.
I'm going over.
Over.
Yeah, he scares me.
The screens.
Yeah, he scares me a little bit. All
See,
right.
that's the thing that like Mahomes has 8 guys that he throws to.
Yeah.
He's got the 2 running backs. He's got Kelsey. He's got the 3 or 4 wide receivers.
Yeah. Mahomes has kind of reinvented himself this year. He
But
has.
yeah, but and that's the thing. Like you're like, I'm not worried about anyone. Like you don't need to be worried about one guy. It's the whole team.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
whole team.
Yeah. I just think as the game goes on, that shit just starts to not matter.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to get to some. All right, how about made field goals? Jake Elliott, 1.5. Buckero, 1.5.
I'm over on both. I think I got Bucker 2 and Elliott 3.
I'm under on both of them. I got them both hitting 1.
Okay. Wow, punting. Yeah, I'm not doing
Oh,
that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Defensive tackles. This is good. TJ Edwards over 8.5.
What, tackles?
Tackles.
Over.
He's been
Over. He averages like 12 to 15 a game.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. How about
Does he ever? I mean, if he does,
He had like 160 40
And you know that
tackles or
if you
something.
think that Kelsey's going to be the one that's going over, he's probably going to be one tackling him most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And the high one
Alright.
for the Chiefs, Nick Bolton, over 10.5.
Who?
Nick Bolton.
He's their
Who?
What's he related to Michael?
Who?
Yeah. Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucks.
Why should I change my shirt? Sean's the one that sucks.
How about sacks? What? This is yes and no. Yes and no. Does Reddick get a sack?
Yes.
Yep. Josh Sweat.
Yes.
Brandon Graham.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. They're going to have fucking 12 sacks.
No,
on
no,
time.
they're gonna have 4 or 5.
Hargrave. Cox.
Yes.
No.
Chris
No.
Jones.
No.
Cunt
Yeah.
Jones.
I don't think Chris
What
Jones.
about Cunt Jones?
I think Chris Jones gets one.
You think that somebody finally beats Lane Johnson for a sack?
Maybe he lines up on the other side. I think Chris Jones gets one.
No, he's not. He's
Reddick
not
is the favorite to get a sack, by the way.
He's getting a sack.
Yeah.
He's getting 3.
Why wouldn't you? Gary.
All right.
He's getting 3 sacks. Gardner Johnson's getting 2 interceptions.
He gets 3 sacks and a turnover. He's winning the MVP.
Favorites. Hurts is a favorite to win MVP.
I think he should
is.
be.
Yes, he is. I don't think he does, but
I think he does.
You think
All
he
right.
wins the MVP?
I think he's
Yeah.
I think he wins the MVP.
Hurts does?
Yeah.
Sean and I had the conversation earlier that I agree with Sean only because I think
Oh man.
I think for this
When does a quarterback not
Miles
win?
Sanders is plus 2,500. Yeah,
I'm putting
I
money
might
on
I
that.
might put 10 on that.
and I'm
So, Ryan,
that's
you agree
where I'm
with
at.
Sean?
I think for this game to go the way I think it's going to go, the Eagles are going to dominate.
I hear you.
Shut
And I-
this.
Yeah,
I
Polsky's
think-
on.
I think a lot of it is
Fuck the
is
Chiefs.
Miles Sanders. Is Miles Sanders? I think I'm putting money on him to win.
Yeah,
the
I might
MVP.
do $10 on MVP on that.
Miles Sanders
25
rushes for a touchdown. If Miles Sanders rushes for
50,
one
10 bucks.
touchdown,
Yeah.
it's over.
I might.
So, Ryan, you agree with Sean?
It's good value.
Yeah,
good
I think
value.
Miles Sanders wins the MVP.
Mike, give him your jersey. He's got to wear a jersey, Mike.
Oh,
You
it's a
agree?
run game. It's a running game. It's a running back winning the MVP. Gary's, you hear it?
I like it.
Get up. Get out of bed. Jogger come.
Cross my head. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup.
Oh, guys, by the way, we have to celebrate something else.
What's that?
I'm going to tell you in a second.
Oh, tell me now. I don't want to wait.
I'm trying.
This is Lenny Dykstra Nail coming at you. Listen to Corner Pub Sports.
He turned 60 years old today. Lenny Dykstra has made it to the age of 60.
Who would have thought, with what this dude's been through the past 15 years or so,
He's 60?
60 years old today.
he would have made it to 60.
Yeah, he's the cockroach of the MLB.
Lenny Dykstra, happy birthday, dude. We love you. We got to get back on the show. You are someone that belongs on the show more often. That's for sure.
Brian,
So-
that's the poster boy for Max Force.
Polsky said, well, thank God. He's gonna do this next week." Yeah, we got to get him back on the show.
Rushy the Clown helped him with
But
that,
happy
right?
birthday. So Dolan's, which by the way is not going to be far from where we're going to be watching the game. They keep saying,
up
"How are we
there.
going to celebrate Lenny's 60th birthday? How we?"
For the
bring him
Super
in.
Bowl win.
I said, "Please tell me he's flying out east." And they liked it, and they didn't say anything else. So I don't think he's coming.
No, he's not coming.
No.
Did you have this, Gar?
What do you got, brother?
Shape of hops to come. Is that what you had?
Yes.
This?
That's it. Oh, yes. Yeah.
John, you're having half of that.
Ooh, I got to try this.
That's
What is that?
8.8%, Sean.
8.5.
Christ.
Well, that's yours.
Oh, it tastes like a fucking cement truck.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like it.
You try it.
No, I don't like it.
Ugh. Ugh.
So happy birthday to you, Lenny Dykstra. All right, are we doing While You Were Drunk real quick?
Oh, man.
Are we gonna do While You Were? Yeah, I don't like it, dude.
Oh, I'm out.
I'm not a fan of
Sean,
that.
you've always had trouble with the Chamonix Creek Brewery.
I have.
No, let's call it, man.
Yeah, I don't think we should do while
No,
you're drunk.
let's call
What, the game's over? What, the show's over?
Yeah, I don't think we do while you're drunk. Hold on, let me look up if there's anything really important.
Well,
Besides
I'm not ready
Sixers-
for bed yet.
Besides the fact that LeBron, hold on, let's just mention some things real quick. LeBron became the all-time scoring leader.
This is why I didn't want you to
All right,
mention it.
all right, we're gonna skip that. LeBron came the all. I didn't say that's it.
Ben
All-
Simmons is only 33,000 points behind him.
That's good. Kyrie and Durant were both traded. All right.
You know what? No.
Oh.
Durant.
See, I know it.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I
So-
fucking knew it.
You know where I'm at?
Anybody
You know where I'm at with the Sixers? You know where I'm at with the Sixers?
Things you may have missed.
Do you think
We're not talking the Sixers.
No, yeah, it's part of why we
I
were
know it's
drunk.
gonna get you.
I'm drunk and I love cats.
So you know where I'm at with the Sixers?
I got a
I know
basketball
I'm at.
Oh,
I got a basketball
Daryl Morey's
Jones.
overrated. He's overrated.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
He's complete. He puts together teams that are good in the regular season, can't win in the playoffs.
I want to hear something from the young hoops head.
And is it, I'm
absolutely.
sorry, hold on. Is it
Enough of you.
disrespectful to
What do
Joel
you mean?
Embiid
What I
that
do?
that they just haven't gone all the fucking
Yeah.
trade Tyrese Maxey, trade Matisse Thybulle,
For who?
trade draft
For
picks
Durant?
for Kevin Durant,
I
and go for it.
would have traded Maxi and draft picks for Durant. I would have.
I would have too.
And go
Or-
for it. Like you
If-
put Embiid, Harden, and Durant on the floor together. Come on.
Polsky said.
Oh, you don't worry about that.
Fuck that. You got three of the best players in the world right now.
I know, but all right.
Polsky said piss creek beer.
Yeah, it's terrible.
What are the Suns doing for depth?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Suns they're right there.
They're
man.
going for it.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to get Chris Paul a ring.
One day, 20 hours and 15
And
minutes
then
until
Mike-
kickoff.
and then
23
Mike,
seconds. There's the seconds happening.
and then Mike said it. So they go for it. In 3 years, they trade Devin Booker, try to get the picks back. It is what that's the NBA. It's such a bad
Dude,
product.
I hate the NBA.
So do I.
Oh.
Yeah.
Corey, I want to hear Younghead's opinion on this, honestly, because this is. I want to hear what the next.
Like he's sitting there like that.
It is.
He's
It
sitting-
is.
Come
I-
on, yo,
and I wanna
Dad,
hear
you're almost.
younger generation's opinion on the NBA.
Tell him,
It's-
fuck you, Dad.
it's-
This is what I think.
Its status right now.
Corey's sitting there like, yo, Dad, you almost ready?
I feel like the NBA. I feel like as my dad said, it's like a scam. Like that's kind of how it is. Like, cause all they're gonna do, like they only traded Durant there, so like, cause he wanted to get traded. You know what I mean? That's the only reason he wanted.
Yeah.
Because he
Yep.
wanted to get traded.
And that's where
That's
that
the
was
only
his
reason they had
destination,
to
and
trade
they
him.
appeased him.
Yeah, they had to trade him. That's only. It's because I'm gonna be honest, that they were horrible trades for Kyrie and Kevin
Both
Durant.
of them were bad.
Stupid trades
Yeah.
you should never make, but they had to because they wanted to be traded.
Right. And the
Because why? Because the inmates.
run the asylum.
Yep.
Like what they
And they
gave
have
up.
to switch it up for it to be different.
I
every
hate the
year.
way the NBA is.
What
right
the
now.
Suns gave up for Durant is insane.
Corey, I'm glad you see that. Like Corey's 15.
I'll be 15 in August.
You're gonna be 15 soon. You already see this. Like that is. I commend you because you see how it is and you follow sport. I know you recently really got in the NBA and that's awesome. And I'm that's awesome, dude. The fact that you already see this and you see how it's going and the fact that it's a players run league, it's a disgrace. I gotta be honest, the NBA is a disgrace.
Yeah.
And the product is shit. Look, if you held a gun to my head and said, would you rather watch college basketball when it matters or NBA when it matters? I'm giving you college basketball.
If it's not the Sixers,
The tournament? No,
No.
I'll take the tournament over the Sixers playing the Bucks in the second round any day.
The Sixers,
March
are
Madness.
shit.
I would too, actually. I would too. Because, yeah, I would too.
Every year in the NBA, there's
yeah,
3, 4.
I agree.
There's 3, 4 teams who have a legitimate shot
Every year.
every year. Every year.
you don't think the Sixers are one.
No, the Sixers hardly ever are.
No, they're not. And they're not.
The year that the 1 year they were was Jimmy Butler. You had to make a decision
him and his minivan.
Well, you had to make a decision with Butler and Simmons. At the time, staying with Simmons was the right choice. But you see how that turned out.
Yeah, this might be the deepest team the Sixers have had. I know Mike's feeling himself right now. Like Mike's.
I know.
No, I mean,
no, Mike's the one that has stayed engaged.
That's why I told you, two cocksuckers. Someone write a fucking article.
Yeah, because I stirred
Who
shit
put an
up.
article on
Mike got all hostile with me.
Why not?
Stop trolling, Gary. You fuck.
Well, yeah, but you're a troll. You're a fucking
What?
troll.
You are.
I'm not a troll. What I said
You
was
are.
right.
No, you have no
Yes.
idea.
No, Gary, you said it's right because we agreed with
You're like
you.
one of the monsters.
Like,
you're like
it's you went to bat 10 times and hit a home run once.
All right, but I was right.
who do you think you are, Joey Gallo?
Yeah. I wasn't wrong.
But why?
I wasn't wrong.
No, the only thing you have is they haven't won it before, so they're not winning it now.
No.
Yes, that's exactly
not-
what you said.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Now,
then why?
okay,
then
so-
why?
so-
Hold
so
on, hold
Ryan-
on, but why?
So I'm watching all this stuff going on the TV with the NBA. I'm listening to you guys. The Sixers ain't going to win anything with this regime. They're just not.
Why?
They maxed out. Like it's done. They're not going to
But
do
why?
anything else
But why?
because they got cocksucking Maury in the front office. That's why.
So fucking what?
So what did Morey do that was bad?
Well, what he does is he builds teams for regular season and not and in the playoffs. They do nothing in the playoffs. Any team he has built has done nothing in the playoffs.
I feel like
Zero.
You just said that like 10 minutes ago.
Zero.
Yeah, he said it to me earlier, though.
Did he?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong because he never won. He's never won, right?
He's
And
overrated.
Doc Rivers.
Al
is
Morey's overrated.
And Doc Rivers is a mediocre coach.
No,
It's all right,
he's
so-
not a mediocre coach. He's
so-
a good coach.
All right, let's not. I'm not. We're not gonna spend all. We got.
All right, moving on. So wait,
no,
we-
not
hold on.
moving on. Hold on, not moving on.
We got to ask Corey. Corey, what do you think?
I don't. I hate to see them disappoint Embiid because Embiid just wants to win. You know what I mean?
No,
And-
all I want to do is win
Yeah, he wants to get
I
a
just
ring
want a
before he
ring
retires.
before
Okay.
he retires.
And like the Sixers they're not doing anything to be able to help him. You know what I mean?
So you don't think the Harden
Like
and
I think that
Maxey?
recent trade that wasn't a good trade. They
So-
needed
so-
defense.
so
They
trade
needed-
him.
I'm sorry, Corey. What do you mean? This trade?
Yeah.
Is this the trade you're talking about? Wait, you mean
Matisse
trading Thibault,
Yeah.
one of your better defenders off the bench, for Jalen McDaniels, an Black Irishman?
That random
Right.
guy. Like I don't even know who he is.
And then
Yeah,
the
but
Hornet,
Thibault's a random guy.
No, but like
he became a random guy.
He did become a random guy, but you knew what Thibault.
Jalen
Thibault
McDaniels-
could at least
but-
help you defensively.
I don't know.
But
if he could.
what Corey's
Can
saying,
this guy?
But what Corey's saying is right.
The
Corey-
fact that the only asset you had to trade was Matisse Thibault is the problem.
And you didn't get what you needed.
No,
in
you didn't.
return.
You needed a backup center and perimeter defense.
You didn't get.
You didn't address either.
Right. I'm saying that the trade deadline was underwhelming.
Polsky said, "Little sheet."
But
is
it's
a chip off
always
his old man's
underwhelming with
block.
the
Go
Sixers.
Corey.
James
So
Harden last year.
Okay, what has it done?
It wasn't underwhelming.
What has it done, Mike?
It wasn't
What has it done? What has it done?
Huh?
What has it done? They can't get out of this fucking 3 spot.
Now here's the thing, though. Here's
So
the
what
thing.
has it done?
Here's the thing, though.
Well,
So
what
you
did we-
won the trade. You won the trade because you traded Ben Simmons. What has it done for the Sixers?
What did you think it was going to do last year, though?
Hold up. The
I-
3 of us were on this panel thinking that it was going to be a chance to win a championship.
No,
Right.
I was
No,
not.
the
No,
two
you
of
didn't
us
like-
I didn't.
Okay, you didn't like it at all. But so what has it done?
You did something at the trade deadline.
Now here hold on,
And then you
guys,
built
hold-
the team this year to
I
build
ain't
the
listening.
talent around
Here's
it.
one thing I
And
will
how-
say.
how's it going?
Here's one
Eddie
thing. I-
House sucks.
Eddie House does
PJ
suck.
Brown sucks.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker sucks.
Here's one thing I will say.
At the leadership of Dow.
You made a
Daryl
big
Morey.
you made a big splash last year.
You can't do it every year.
You can't do it every year. However,
In the past 8 years, when have they done it?
You didn't-
Every move they make.
you didn't.
Every fucking move they make, except Jimmy Butler. And they made the wrong choice sticking with Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but we thought it was the right choice at the time, and also that year was the same year that we got Tobias Harris. We
And
went-
what a max player, an overrated max
Yeah,
player.
but at the time, at the time.
Again.
No, I didn't like that from the jump.
And then we went all in for Horford. Like we went all
That was
in
a
on a
bad
bunch of different things. It hasn't worked out. But they went in how many times? They went all in most every year.
But it never works.
Okay. But they're trying.
Okay, Mike, okay. So they're trying, right? Are you in an NBA front office? Am
No.
I?
No.
So shouldn't they know better than us?
I am. Go
So,
fuck yourself.
so when something looks good that they do, like, and it turns out shitty, everything they do turns out shitty, except drafting Joel Embiid. That's in the past 10 years, the only good thing they've done is draft Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
hold on. They made another.
James Harden. Trading for James Harden was a good move. James Harden's been fucking good.
Yeah, that wasn't like, yes, the end goal wasn't there, but getting away from that fucking cancer and getting James Harden.
What about the other trade that was on the table, though?
What
about the other trade?
Wasn't it? That was my thing, right?
Where are the
Right.
Pacers right now?
Halliburton made
Where
the
are
all.
the Sixers? Where are the Sixers?
Although
They're in a spot.
The
that they're-
Sixers are in the 3 spot, and the Pacers are in the 6 or something.
Okay, but the Sixers are still not going to get past the second
you
round.
could have had Healed and Halliburton, right? Is that right?
Probably
So-
in hindsight, I would have
So it would have been
considered that, but
so it would have been a young core you could continue to build around with Embiid anchoring.
Halliburton just made an All-Star team this year too.
Like, Mike, I'm not saying I didn't like the Harden trade. Bringing Harden here, yeah, man, let's go for it.
Yeah,
I
I
like
did
that they
too.
were going for it. I love that they were going for it. But
Yeah.
there comes a point when every fucking move that they make doesn't work.
okay, but
So I don't care that they're so go all in. Finally realize, all right, this isn't working. This isn't so go all the fuck in.
they did that last year.
Hold on, and that's kind of where I did not expect a huge splash from this team this year. I wasn't expecting them to trade for Kevin Durant. I wasn't expecting them to trade for Kyrie Irving. I wasn't expecting it. I hear what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But also, those two players also played with Harden last 2 years, right? They did nothing. So, like, what?
Yeah, I mean,
You're basically rebuilding the Nets with Embiid.
Plus,
as your
I mean,
center.
and plus the fact that what I'm going to say is, you talk about a disaster. The fucking Nets,
man, that's a team that
like you talk about, like
you guys
you're
are missing a big story.
But I don't
pissed-
care about
made
the
it-
Nets.
They made a big move this week. They traded in their minor league system for Joel Okafor. He's back with the team.
Oh, so maybe he's
Do you
the
guys
final
see
piece.
this though? Do you guys see that?
He's
though?
back.
They needed another team to tank to become like a bad team. So they traded away their best players for players that won't be that good to the teams that actually needed the players.
That's right.
Like I swear, like that's scripted or something.
It
man.
is.
Like
And they brought Pokahor back.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that.
So he'll come up, he'll be the final piece. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And beat
Hooker's never going to see a Sixers uniform again.
What? What are you trying to say?
He fucking sucks.
What?
I hate the guy.
What
do you
I'm
mean?
trying to say is they should have drafted Porzingis.
I'm pissed that Gary's not even here to
What's
hear it
true?
because he's on the phone with his parole officer. All right, so a couple things for while you were drunk. Tom Brady's sand behind him was on eBay for $100,000. You stupid motherfucker.
How do you know that it's that sad?
Yeah, that and the fact that why don't you just fucking vacation there and take up your own sand from where he was? You fucking morons. So there's that. I just want to pass over that. AJ Green retires.
Yo, did you hear what Brady told Fox though?
Yeah, you wait another year.
You wait another year.
Yeah,
The contract's already signed.
he's like, yeah, I'm not ready yet.
And he said, nah, I'm gonna take a year off.
Yeah, like Greg Olson calling on the Super Bowl.
Dude, because he's like, fuck you, I'm Tom Brady.
Yes.
He
You're
should.
going
Yes,
to fucking
you're
wait.
gonna wait.
I'm
Now-
going to sit here and play golf
What
for a
about,
year.
what about if they start paying him and he dies?
What's Fox gonna say? No,
Right.
no, I know we don't want you.
Meanwhile, fucking
No, CBS
Brian
has.
Corbin look at Greg Olson's like, oh, so I get another year at the front?
Yeah, and
Like,
but
yeah, but next year
but
you're
they
out.
are creating something here because Greg Olson's getting good at
He's
it.
getting good.
Yeah.
So now you have a good number 2 team.
Yeah, but they're
because
like-
it
but they're
doesn't
like-
matter.
They're like, yeah, how good? How good do I got to be to
Nah,
replace Tom
nah.
Brady? Like, nah,
We're paying
bro.
Brady $380 million. He's our number one.
Well, yes,
Yeah, but I've been really good at this.
and you know,
I don't care. Go get a new toupee.
Yeah, but what if I do really good this year?
Doesn't matter. Go get a new toupee.
I blocked guys.
Doesn't matter.
I couldn't pass a
Fuck
pass.
I don't
you.
care.
I believe
I
it.
don't care that your son survived cancer and it was a great story. Go get a new hairpiece.
Oh my God.
He's good though. Greg Olson's growing on
Yes,
me.
he's getting good.
And
yes.
he's calling a Super Bowl,
Yes,
right?
he is. Him
Yeah.
and
Kevin Burkhardt,
Yeah.
which is fucking weird.
And
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
is.
yeah, go out there and do a great job, but you're fucking done.
yeah, you're
just
still number two.
You're a fucking lame
Yes.
duck.
You call. Give me two.
Work for.
You'll be calling the Browns and who else?
Detroit.
Detroit. You'll be calling Browns in Detroit.
All right, so while you were drunk last story, Kyle Busch is heading. Oh, he's been sentenced to a Mexican prison.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for 3 years. Because he Kyle Busch, for your rednecks and non-rednecks who don't know. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, isn't he the creator of the beer?
No, for everybody out there who doesn't fucking know, I'm sorry,
do you
everyone
do?
out there fucking your cousins right now out there in Tennessee and
That's showing
West
that's not
Virginia.
very nice.
I don't think that's our target audience.
No,
That's
they're
not
not.
very
They're
nice.
not.
That's
Those
not
out
very
there in
nice.
central PA, you know, those out there going, yeah, oh, you feel just my sister. All those.
He
yeah,
said,
sorry.
"You're a nice little
Kyle
man."
Busch is sentenced to Mexican prison for 3 years for trying to carry a gun across the border. So yeah, there is that.
You put the wrong hot sauce on my taco, you fuck.
Driving down
the
No,
freeway.
it's gonna be the hot sauce on his sausage.
Yeah.
Kyle
We
Busch.
wouldn't even like talk about it. So, Corey, what do you think of the Sixers? You didn't say. What do you think? Are they done? Are they like don't let your dad influence you? What do you think of the Sixers?
I don't care,
Got
Mike.
a future, but definitely don't trade Embiid. I know my dad was saying that for a while. I think that's kind of dumb. Don't trade Embiid.
I said fuck him.
Got to keep him.
Fuck your dad. Says Joel. I said,
And then
Corey,
So you want to trade it Maxey for Durant, or would you have?
when you get some hair in your balls, you'll understand. Fuck your dad.
Trade James Harden? Okay.
for someone. Like maybe if that could lead to something.
So you think you're getting some draft picks or something like that, or just
Yeah.
getting a little younger?
I
and
would
trying to
not
rebuild?
be against. I would
Someone
not
younger.
be against trading James Harden next year.
Although James
In the
Harden,
offseason.
James
All
Harden
season.
could opt out.
Yep.
Although that might be like one of
Younger,
those like
Donovan Mitchell,
Like sign and trade type
Can he
thing.
opt out this year?
Yes,
he
he
can opt out
can.
this year.
Jesus fucking Christ!
That's another thing. He dictated his contract.
Can you get a
All right,
draft pick back for him?
That's
I-
like
He's probably do a
think,
sign and trade.
yeah, I think they get some kind of compensation if he. But that's just.
yeah, let's wrap it up. Like
Fuck
hate
those
it.
Sixers.
I hate the NBA.
Fuck the NBA. We're gonna rock out with a good song because it's time to party.
Gonna rock the Philadelphia Freedom.
Yeah.
All right.
What's wrong with this song,
We
Mike?
did this last time. I'm trying to create the scene
Oh,
mojo.
is this the scene?
Yes, we did.
All right. All
I
right. I'm
listened
in.
back to what we did 5 years
I
ago.
can see him because he gets done work so early on Friday. He's sitting down here for 2. All right, what we do with that podcast? All right,
5 years ago.
Where were the Sixers at on that podcast?
When they actually
Probably in third place.
probably worse. Actually, no, they were worse because Embiid wasn't playing yet.
Yeah.
All right, so when the Eagles win, we're going to Sweeney's.
No, man, no, that's way too far.
We're talking before.
We're going.
So when the Eagles made the Super Bowl, we played this at the beginning of the show, and we also played Metallica.
Was born to wave the flag.
Yeah. So yeah. Guys, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna have a second Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, give me some. Give me some. I want to hear it. Give me
You gotta
some.
start it. You gotta start
Let's
it.
do it.
E A G L E
Let's do it.
He's still behind.
He's trying to follow us.
Oh, we did it. We made it work, guys. This was awesome. I'm fired up.
Yeah,
I'm fired up.
Man, this was a great fucking warm up. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, man.
I've already thought about so I don't know if you guys can see behind. If you guys are watching, over there on the back right shoulder of Mike, he's looking over. I'm like, is there enough room for another flag? Yeah, there's fucking room. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Yeah, I'll make room. I'll make fucking
You
room.
move that fucking exercise machine.
Yeah.
Because that banner's more important.
Yeah, I'll move it.
We'll figure you.
Yeah, I'll make it
out.
work. I'll make it work. Polsky just said EAGLES. See you all Sunday. Peterson, next Friday night. Let me read what he just said. Next Friday night, we'll gather at the pub to relish in the light of victory. Fly, Eagles, fly! We will once again be in the cradle of the Lombardi Trophy.
We will be cradling.
A cradle in the
Hugging
Lombardi
it
Trophy.
like
Good
a-
night, gents. Dude.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Oh, man.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
We're not singing that.
Why
We'll
not?
sing it next week if they win it. All right? Guys,
I
this
go
is a
fuck
fun
myself.
show.
Cheers.
And we're going to play the song out. One more time. Gary, lead it.
E
E
A
A
U
L
L
E
E S
Eagles. Corner Pub Sports out. We'll see you guys next week.
Getting us out.
Love.